is really long. Can I zoom in more? All right, we can. Battle balance adjustment direction future updates. In the scheduled release on May 8th, which is a week away, planned release of 1.05 in June, gradual balance adjustments will be made to address following issues. Characters are not able to fully exhibit their unique characteristics and strengths unique to Tekken 8. Characters with disproportionately strong moves or high combo damage, or situations where one player dominates the attack, making it difficult to utilize defensive techniques effectively. What? Okay, number 1 and 2 make sense. 3 is weird, though, because situation where one player dominates the attack, making it difficult to utilize defensive techniques effectively sounds like what they want to make Tekken 8. Okay. In 1.04, the one coming up this week, or in a week, adjustments will be made focusing on strengthening characters who are not able to fully exhibit their unique characteristics and strengths unique to Tekken 8, while prioritizing the suppression of the move performance of characters falling under category 2, which is characters with disproportionately strong moves or high combo damage. For characters with no adjustment 1.04, like Victor, Lili, King, Paul, Yoshi, adjustments are also underway for their move performance in preparation for 1.05. So this sounds like a half patch. It sounds already like, look, here's some stuff. We know we got other stuff to fix too, and we are working on it, but they're not ready yet. And 105 adjustments are planned to alleviate category 3, which is the one where one player dominates attack, making it difficult to utilize defensive techniques. And enhance the value of player defensive techniques by incorporating lateral movement strategies and adjustments to battle systems such as throws, heat dash, heat burst, etc. They're going to adjust heat dash? That's interesting. What up, Maverico? Yeah, interesting. This is probably a really good start to the patch notes because it kind of lets people know, like, hey, we know you guys are kind of unhappy about stuff, but look, you may not be happy with everything here, but here's what we're going to do, and also there will be more coming, so don't panic just yet. And also in the next one, we're also going to give you more defensive stuff because we know you've been complaining about whatever. So this is an interesting part about Tekken 8, though, where sidesteps were bigger, and people were very happy about that. But then, you know, you're like, I want to be able to sidestep things. And they put in all these, like, crazy tracking things so that it didn't really matter if you could sidestep bigger. It was a really weird change, in my opinion. So the fact that they're still, again, trying to highlight player defensive techniques by incorporating lateral movement is an interesting idea, but I think I'll wait to see what it actually turns into, you know? This patch is like 6,000 times better than the upcoming Street Fighter 6 patch. We'll see. How's it going? Bus a bus. 1.04 and 05 seems like a solid package for the game. Hopefully, that's the hope, right? What up, Java's down? Transparency in these patch notes is miles above 7. Yeah, and they've been really good about this since Tekken 8 started, right? Let's see. All right. Let's get to some individual notes here soon. Common special style. Adjusting keyed for aerial combos of certain characters. Alleviated situation combos would whiff. Case where attacks were coming out faster than intended when countering immediately blocking opponent's low attack have been corrected. So special style is weird because I don't know that it was ever super buff. Obviously, maybe there are people out there who are investigating this and figuring things out, which is probably what they're addressing here. But overall, this does not seem currently like a strategy that is going to be tournament proficient. And from my ranks and trying out matches in both Japan and America, it's not also rank efficient. So it's not something that we're seeing in general, right? So I don't even know that they need to spend time on this in patch notes, but, you know, they probably saw something they needed to address. Move list fixes. Wait, some moves possessed by Raven, Victor, and Azucena have a special defensive attribute that allows them to evade heat smashes and unblockable attacks. To clearly indicate this, the term complete evasion effect has been used in the move list text. What? What the hell are these moves? Number one, this is bullshit. complete evasion just doesn't fit Tekken to me. You know, I was joking about how in season 2 or 3 of Tekken 8 they're gonna add invincibility, like complete invincibility, right? For like all characters, and this is a step in that direction, you know. Although it already existed, so I can't wait to see what these moves actually are. Another beautiful term, complete evasion effect. Yeah, hit him with that CE, bro. You've been using Raven Parry against King Heat Smash? Really? So what the hell is Azucena? Oh, maybe it's Azucena's dodge thing? I don't know, though. Well, that loses to certain things. So it's not complete evasion, right? What the hell is Victor using? Is it Victor's explosive? What the hell is it called? Expulsion? Expulsive? Whatever the fuck that move is. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's the one. Because that thing definitely disappears for a second, right? There's probably a part of it that's completely evading completely. Super slow motion sequences. Occurrence of unintended behavior during super slow-mo have been alleviated. Huh. I wonder if that means like the low kick that would do like the double spin. I wonder if they finally fix that. Update will be May 8th. May 8th. So you got a week to look over these 6 pages of patch notes and figure it out. Rage Art, Power Crush property before an attack's activation has been adjusted so that there's no hit stop when the opponent's attack is intercepted. Alleviating the occurrence of whiffing against certain attacks. I think this means... Wait, let's see. As a result of this change, there may be instances of whiffing when intercepting certain jumping attacks, which will be addressed in the next update. What does that mean? Is this the case where like sometimes you jab and then the Rage Art, you armor the Rage Art, but then you'll still be able to block after it? Is that what they're trying to fix? Fix an issue where in specific situations visual effects are triggered despite the attack being stopped. Wow, that sounds super rare. Issue where behavior Rage Art cinematic scenes for certain characters differed from normal behavior in certain situations. Also weird. But, you know, sounds like small bug fixes. You're not the only one confused. Yeah, I'm a little confused here, but it's fine. We'll see how it works afterwards. I feel like this is... Like, there were certain instances where you would do a Rage Art and somebody would hit a button into it and they'd still be able to block in time. And you'd be like, what the hell? I armored it and you still blocked it? So I think that's probably what they're trying to stop here. This is like the point where it's like so detailed I still don't know what the hell it's talking about. You used to back 1-1-1 with Yoshi, then block and punish. Oh yeah, see, something like that, right? Killer Boss CR, what's up, dude? So basically, issues. It's trying to address issues where you attack into a Rage Art, the Rage Art armors through your attack, but then you still don't get hit by the Rage Art. Why is that a problem? I don't know, man. They want that Rage Art to feel like you did it the right time. Like, I did it, man. He was doing an attack, and that's why I used the Rage Art, and it didn't work when they do a jab or something small. So I think they want it to always work. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe Lee running 3-4. Could be. Common Heat Burst. Pushback collision detection of the opponent upon aerial hit has been expanded upwards, making it more difficult to jump over the opponent. What? What does that mean? Is it unnatural looking animation occurring when clashing with the opponent's strike attack has been corrected? Okay. Instances where the positioning became strange when an opponent blocks your attack near the wall have been alleviated. Positioning became strange when an opponent blocks your attack near the wall. I didn't know that happened either. Alright, whatever. This sounds like weird stuff happens with Heat Burst and they're trying to fix it. Heat Smash, issue with the positioning became strange when hitting near the wall for certain characters have been alleviated. I wish I knew what they were talking about because it's the same thing, right? So there was some kind of wall issue with Heat Burst and Heat Smash, and obviously this game has a lot of issues with walls in general, things hitting near the wall, cameraman going crazy, all that sort of stuff. So any fixes to stuff near the wall is probably a good fix. Heat Dash, collision detection for opponent when both Heat Burst and Heat Dash are used in the same aerial combo and expanded upward, making it less possible to jump over the opponent. They really don't like jump overs, huh? King's Heat Smash can be Raven parried. Okay, cool. Health gauge. Enhance the visible icon indicating the power-up state. Modified behavior health gauge to play an animation when all damage taken is recoverable. Play an animation when all damage taken is recoverable. Okay. Descendant subconscious. Make it easy to identify position near the wall. We have improved the effect on objects that indicate being near a wall. Issues where stage objects were appearing in front of the character in specific situations have been alleviated. These were not the issues with the stage, by the way. Like, this part doesn't matter, brother. What we want is for this damn floor to break when we want it to break. So hopefully that's coming in a future patch. I don't know, man. No cross rejecting. Blame Doc for that. It's not even blame Doc for that, dude. Like, those situations. Hold on. After that finishes the comment, I'll talk about those tech cat situations, right? Stage breakables. Why is there an up arrow? In Tekken, when activating heat by landing a heat engager, recoverable health replenished while the character runs to the opponent. However, when activating stage game by landing a heat engager, no recoverable health. Yeah, okay, I do remember this happening. We have adjusted it so that when triggering a stage gimmick while activating heat through a heat engager, health will recover during the stage gimmick animation. Okay, cool. So they just fixed this. This is a fix. This is stage breakables that occur during heat engagers. We're not giving you the health back that you're supposed to get. Wake up from downstate. Implemented a change where stage gimmicks did not activate for characters in complete downstate until they get up. However, we made the following additional fix regarding this point. Specific wake up actions treated as if the character was still down, causing stage gimmicks to not activate when the character was already up. So they fixed it. Okay. So they fixed that. So that should fix the descendant subconscious state stage. And I'm still curious if that actually fixes it, though. Because this stage, it seemed like there were multiple things wrong with that floor break happening. The hard floor break specifically, right? So hopefully this is finally enough to get it solved. Wall blast and wall breaks. Expanded collision detection with the opponent during stage gimmick activation to upward direction. Hard to jump over the opponent. What? People were jumping over after wall blasts and wall breaks? Huh. Interesting. Change is also implemented in 1.03.01, but with this update, we have extended this adjustment to include wall blasts and wall breaks, ensuring compatibility with all stage gimmicks. Okay. Is this the get-up kick turning off stage breaks? Yeah, I think that's what this wake up from downstate was. How's it going? Rest in pieces. Expulsion.
It's been an honor.
Throws. Increased input window for throw escapes when throws a counter hit from 10 frames to 14 frames. Wait, I thought this was 6 frames. People were saying 6 frames all the time. Didn't somebody test this and say 6 frames? Was it actually 10 this whole time? Added sound effects when throws counter to make the situation clearer. All right, that's gonna get some applause from me. I also want a visual effect, but we'll see if the sound is enough. Fixed an issue where certain throw moves did not replenish recoverable health when hitting. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. So certain throw moves replenish recoverable health when hitting. Okay, good to know. But yeah, I mean, the thing about this, people would always call the armor punishing throws counter hit throws, right? Those are not counter hit throws. They're counters to power crushes, but they're not counter hit throws. Counter hit throws are actually different, and visually, identifiably, I have a very difficult time recognizing it. So most of the time when I see it and I recognize it happening to myself is when I see an animation of an attack and then the throw happened. I'm like, oh, I couldn't break that one because it was a counter hit. Like, it's kind of like a, what do you call it when you're trying to hit confirm? Situational confirm rather than actually hit confirming something, you know? So hopefully the sound effect makes it a little bit clearer. Yeah, everyone says it because it makes it, when you do the power crush punish, it's like, big old white spark on the screen, you know? It's like, oh, that throw's guaranteed. Like when you punish a rage art with a throw, right? That's not a counter hit throw. That's just like a punished throw, which is like for armor situations, right? So that is different than a counter hit throw. And now they've added a sound effect for it. So hopefully the sound effect makes it a little bit clearer. Wall splat specific throws. In 1.02, correction made to prevent certain wall splat specific throws from connecting after a wall break. However, it is found that these throws were connecting an opponent's performing side roll, therefore, or side tech roll, I think. Therefore, further adjustment been made to address the issue. Certain wall splat function throws performed a wall splat induced opponents were not activating during a wall combo immediately after the wall. Huh? What the hell is this sentence? The issue where certain wall splat specific throws performed on wall splat induced opponents were not activating during a wall combo immediately after a wall blast has been corrected. Whatever, man. It's an issue that's fixed. The issue where, in the instance of a hard wall break, certain wall splitting specific throws are not active, blah, 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 blah. Same thing. Okay, so they fixed something. What if each throw called out the left or right arm or both? Instead of like counter, like in Strive, like counter. It's like right throw, left throw. That would be interesting. That's something that's probably going to happen in Tekken 9 or 10. If you are in a stance and thrown, is that considered a counter hit throw? I don't know. I actually don't know. The counter hit throws allegedly have a red spark, but I've never seen it. That's the thing. I've heard stuff like that too. Like, oh yeah, there is a small visual thing that happens during counter hit throw. I've heard it, but I haven't seen it. You know, and I feel like in this day and age, someone's like should have put that on Twitter by now. Look, this is the visual thing from a counter hit throw, and I would love to see that, but I just haven't yet. Because then I would know what to look for still. And here we are, like, what, 3.5 months in the game, and I still don't know what the hell I'm looking for? And a counter hit throw, which happens, like, all the time. That just clearly means that it's not clear enough. But I am also someone who doesn't really pay attention to everything. Like, there was stuff in the background of the stage I didn't notice before. I was like, oh, shit, no way. Anyways, low throws. Conditions for successful throws have been relaxed, allowing throws to activate even when hitting slightly from the side. Oh, okay. So crouch throws are buffed a little bit. Character unique throws for aerial combo capable throws considering their damage, you've standardized the attack start to 14 frames across the board. Law. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Like, it was actually pretty good. I mean, it was obviously going to be something that differentiated characters and made them really buff. I don't know that it was necessary at this point in the game yet. Like, I don't know if this was being abused by a lot of people already. It's kind of preemptive strike for throws that were 14 frame punishes. You know, like, you can still use it. Like, for example, this is still going to work if you... Well, actually, no. Law's Dragon Cat is -13 now, isn't it? I don't know how to feel about this then. Yeah, this shit sucks. It's why not make it 13? You see, the issue I have with this is, like, Laws was a double input. So it was reasonably had some difficulty in execution. These other characters, they didn't have double inputs except for Jax here, right? So I don't know. I can understand making these ones 14 because they're single inputs, right? But the double inputs, you could have left those at 13. That would have been pretty damn hard. Anyways, that's fine. While running Stomp, huh? Change to prevent triggering floor break, hard floor break, and floor blast on air hits. Oh, just the running and step on them while they're on the ground thing. Prevent triggering floor break, hard floor break, and floor blast on air hits. Adjustment made to address instances where positioning after landing became irregular. Sure. That's fine. Strong aerial tailspin. Adjusted to increase the knockback distance of strong aerial tailspin when used 3 or more times in the same aerial combo. Who the fuck gets to do this 3 or more times, brother? Like, I'm sure there are characters, like Fang probably can do it. Dragunov maybe. There are characters that can do this, right? But the fact that I can't even do one, I can't even do more than one, you know? And, like, there are characters that have 3, and what? You know, that's wild. This adjustment was made to address situations where highly repetitive aerial combos with looping patterns were possible, as well as to balance out the advantage gained by certain characters by comboing it with a reduced knockback effect from Heat Dash. Man, this is an actual mechanic that I won't say a lot, but certain characters can definitely use a lot better than other characters. So I don't mind this getting nerfed, but it's like, why don't you just give it to everyone then, bro? You know, let everyone play with it. You know, it's like a wall bounce. Oh, well, your character doesn't get one. Okay, fine. You know? Strong aerial spike. When performing a strong aerial spike against an opponent from behind, an opponent does a backward Ukemi, timing opponent can block during the Ukemi made quicker by 3 frames. What? Is this to remove back turn back roll catches? Is that what that is? Where's Mike? It sounds like they want to remove back turn back roll catches. There's a lot of words there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, though. I'm trying to decide which Red Bull to open. I think we're going to try the cinnamon pear. I think that sounds like the least wonderful. That sucks. This back roll catches being kind of back was kind of a nice part about Tekken 8. I miss tech catches and back roll catches. And I don't know, man. Ling, back turn, float, up forward to, and mistrust being free, getting removed. Let's see. In Tekken 8, for command techniques using core scope back and core scope forward, once the directional input is completed within the specified time, the move could be executed regardless of subsequent directional input. The move could be executed regardless of the subsequent directional input. However, due to frequent unintended activation caused by this mechanism, it has been modified to only accept the final directional input specified for the move command. So they changed cortical inputs. Anyone have an example of where this is messing them up? I don't think I had this problem with Leroy's cortical forward too. It sounds like they were coming out when you didn't want them to, like doing instant while standing attacks, I think is what I saw on Twitter. So I think people are trying to do instant while standing attacks using like a QCB or QC forward input, and they would, instead of getting the while standing attack, they would get the cortical forward input or something, right? Low high to this is pretty good. It's refreshing. I don't taste the cinnamon, but the pear is definitely there. With Hwoarang, if you try to whiff punish with back 3 while backdashing, you'd get QCB 3 one throw. Whoa, I see. It happened to him at Evo 2 in Grand Finals. Damn. The new green can is really nice. I saw it and I thought about getting it, and I didn't. Yeah, this is a pear cinnamon. Never heard of this one. I just bought, like, Red Bull had a sale at the gas station or whatever, so I was like, I'll buy these 3. 3 for 6, baby. And I need to be awake tonight, so fuck it. Okay, so that's a nice fix. Common sound effects, voice effects, made some adjustment, changes to the move cinematics. Oh. Yo, is Steve Fox gonna talk less? Is that what it is? It says to the move cinematics. Bullseye. Sonic Fang. I don't know what he says. But anyways, so that's the common changes for all characters. Most of that sounds reasonable, to be honest. I think that the stage fixes sound good. I hope that Descendant Subconscious works correctly now. No jump overs is something that they've been trying to remove forever, and I don't really get it, man. Like, to me, that was part of what separated players and using the same character. So you'd see players use their own style with the character more because of jump overs, and they've just been on a mission to remove that since the end of Tekken 7. So I've thought that sucked since the end of Tekken 7, and they clearly will continue to do this going forward. So no use fighting them over it, I guess. I mean, what's that even fight, right? Oh my god, he's so pissed. Oh, yeah, you can see there. He ducks here and he wants to do while standing too. And that's his reaction to it. And now they've fixed it because of that, see? Well done. Well done. All right, so that's the common changes. 1 out of 6 done. You do that all the time. I guess I'm lucky that Law doesn't have a QCF or QCB input anymore. They took it out. It used to be QCF 1212, but now instead they just made it up back 1. They made it up back 1212, and then they also made it so that's completely garbage and has no use anymore. Fantastic. Okay. Alisa. There's a lot here. What character do we get down to at the end of this? Deviljin, Jesus, AD. Alisa, down forward 1. Buffed. Okay. Phenomenon where opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1 unnaturally quickly has been corrected. Crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit? What's wrong with that? Wait, what? Is it just because on hit you're not supposed to be able to duck? That doesn't sound like CL 1.5 does it? CL 1.5 is when there are high attacks while you're trying to do a low attack, right? They mess up your low input? Phenomenon where opponent could crouch to evade follow-up high attacks after being hit by 1-1, down forward 1. Unnaturally quickly. You can duck down forward 1-1 mad fast after getting hit by down forward 1. Okay. Unnaturally fast. That's interesting. Then she's got down back 2-2, damage output for the input. Down back 2-2, 1+2 was inconsistent with expectations. Damage has been adjusted 13-10. Sure. Minor damage reduction there. Back 1+4. Issue with a positional relationship became strange when being attacked by the opponent during an attack animation has been fixed. Sounds okay. While rising 4. Hitbox expand to mitigate whiffing for certain moves. That sounds okay, but I don't know that she needed that buff. You know, like, I feel like if a character has a good backdash, there should be a weakness to that, right? Like, yeah, you backdash out of my damn low and you barely blocked it. So maybe that while standing forward should whiff there, lady. Stupid ass backdash. Why don't you just backdash and back for me instead? Yeah. Alright, balanced direct. Wow. Whoa. This is crazy. So there's a... Before the actual move change, they actually tell us the balanced direction for the character. This is nice. Based on the overall direction of 1.04, adjustments were made to improve the usability of the new elements in Tekken 8. Namely, Naniwa Gusto and Destabilizer, to expand the variety of offensive options. Huh? Oh. I moved my desk. Hold on. Come back up with me. I was resting my hand on the buttons. My bad. Overall direction adjustment made to improve the usability of the new elements Tekken 8. Okay. Expand variety of offensive options. Got it. Naniwa is Starburst, Destabilizer is Throw Stance. Yeah, the Gusto part makes me think of her power up basically. And Destabilizer her Throw Stance. You're kind of scared of Asuka next patch? Sounds even more Unga. Let's find out. I mean, there's a lot of up arrows here. This shit's crazy. Rage Art. How does... What? Her Rage Art got buffed? Hitbox when intercepting an opponent's attack has been expanded to reduce instances of whiffing. In certain situations? Why? She deserves that shit, bro. Like, this is a very special Rage Art. The fact that you can charge it up, right? Like, it's already special. It didn't need to be buffed. It was special. Forward 2+3 after parrying right punch attack. Behavior of the opponent upon successful parry has been adjusted and instances of whiffing in certain situations have been alleviated. That sounds okay, actually. Phenomenon where the opponent could crouch to evade, what is this? Down forward 1-2. Phenomenon where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit has been corrected. So that's the same like the Alisa one, huh? Even the leg hitter down back 4 string. Yeah, I'm curious about these. It'll be interesting to test both of them side by side to see what they've actually changed here. Running 1+2. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. That sounds like a buff. And then change has been made to trigger Tornado upon counter hit. So she's got an instant Tornado counter hit running attack. What? Is her running attack high? Is that a rogue streak in my hair? Are you getting turned on? I'll hide it. I mean, does this make her like Dragunov? You know? Except it's a high running one. So it's like if Claudio's running attack were a launcher on counter hit. And then Naniwa running 1+2. Oh, this is the powered up version of running 1+2. Thanks, Crispy Lays. 110 months. God damn. Damage reduced from 42 to 36. Tornado is now triggered upon hit or counter. It's a regular hit running attack launcher when she's powered up. Opponent's behavior on block adjusted.
It's been an honor.
Thank you, thank you. Recovery time has been increased by 5 frames from +6 to +11. Whoa. So her running attacks can be hella good in a powered up state. But is this move very easy to sidestep? Because most running attacks you can sidestep, right? Like, I haven't tried it specifically with this move. It's homing? So you just gotta guess duck or not duck? I don't like that. I don't like that. Isn't 110 months like almost a decade? Yeah, dude. I mean, we already had our 10-year anniversary. But I started streaming before subs even existed on Twitch. It's pretty wild to think of it that way. And forward 1+2 is a mid-safe launch? Oh, Jesus. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that sounds... These two changes together, in general, are going to be super good anyway. Up 1+2, is that... I'm assuming that's a jumping punch thing during her power-up state. Consumption amount of heat was inconsistent between the inputs up, back, and up. So the consumption amount has been standardized to the lower consumption of up, back. Interesting. So up, back was always the lowest amount one. You deserve it, man. Thanks, man. We just stream to stream, you know. During destabilizer, her throw thing. Forward 1+3 or forward 2+4 into 2. Frame advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -3. So that's a good buff. Reduce the knockback distance when attack is blocked. Now deals chip damage on block. Okay. Frame advantage on block has been changed from -18 to -14 for the destabilizer 4. What the hell is destabilizer 4? You didn't even know about the one? Those cheapest man kept quiet about that one? Wait, which one? I feel like we need to boot up the game. Take a look at it. What a ban by Woke. Knockdown low and a guarantee follow-up. Oh, okay. Yeah, this update comes out on the 8th of May. Low and you get free forward 2 power-up after. So now it's only -14. Cool. Oh boy, this is a good one. Azucena. Based on the overall direction of 1.04, adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain moves. Additionally, since relying solely on low-risk pokes was overly effective, performance of such moves has been toned down while enhancing the performance of moves related to special stances. Make it easier to fight with Asuka's distinctive playstyle. Further improvements to the performance of moves related to special actions are planned for the next updates. Further improvements to the performance of moves related to special actions. Well, that's good. I think that this sounds okay. The balance direction. And relying on low-risk pokes was overly effective. Yeah. At first, when I read this, I think I read it as low pokes, but relying on solely low-risk pokes was hella overly effective. In fact, I have a feeling even after this, they probably will be. That low change and wild running 1+2 change is kind of trash? Why trash? You talking about the Asuka changes for running 1+2 and Asuka destabilizer 4 low change. I mean, like, these are big buffs for her, right? Both of these things. Did Asuka need big buffs? I don't know about that. I think it's kind of early to give that character those kind of buffs, but whatever. You got to buff off of something. I don't know. They said, you know, they had that last Tekken talk. They talked about all the different things they look at when making balance decisions. They have all this data they're collecting from ranked users at different levels of the game. Plus, they have, like, offline term performances they look at and whatever. So they've got all this data that they're using to make these decisions. So, I don't know, man. Whatever. Azucena should be an evasive stance character, but all she does is down forward 1-4. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do they do to her? Rage art. Forward movement when intercepting opponent's attack has been increased. Yeah, her rage art had a ton of problems in terms of it whiffing and shit. So this though, honestly, the forward momentum when intercepting an opponent's attack has been increased. It sounds like it's going to cause other problems. I feel like a lot of the issues with Tekken having moves go through each other and shit are when the moves move forward, when there's forward movement included with the move. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see this shit going under and through other shit now because of this, but we will see. Armando, what up, Cornered Fox? 76 monther, boom. 1-1. Make it easier to evade with sidesteps. Hitbox first attack has been reduced. Hitbox of the first attack has been reduced? What? Her jab hitbox? That's a major change, dude. That is huge. Frame advantage on block for second hit has been changed from -9 to -10. I'm okay with that. You should be. Distance from the opponent on hit or block for second hit has been reduced. Sounds okay. This is pretty good, but 1-1, the fact that they made the hitbox of first attack smaller either means it was already too good, which is fine, then they just normalized it. But if it was normal and then they made it less, then that's a major nerf, so I don't know which one it was, but it'll definitely be hard at the highest levels of the game with her just because of that, I think. But let's see what else. 2-1. Ulsan abused the shit out of this move. Hitbox first attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. Oof. They're targeting things pretty well here. Recovery time to second attack has been increased by 4 frames. Frame advantage block has been changed from -3 to -7. So it's still safe. You just can't step as easily and do other shit out of it. Frame advantage on hit changed from +7 to +3. That's still solid. Honestly, this is still pretty good. How fast is standing 2? Is it 13? There's no way it's 14, is it? Are microducts gone now? I heard someone say that for general changes. I have not seen that for general changes, so I don't think that's true. Yeah. Let's see. Down forward 1-4-1. Standing 2 is 10 frame? Then this frame data don't matter, bro. You just get 2-1 and hit it to 2-1 again. Who cares? Down forward 1-4-1. This is her wall combo ender string. Or just her mix-up string out of down forward 1-4. Input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in its execution. That's good. Because this being delayable on top of already being jailing was pretty stupid. Like, the only time you could duck it on jail is if they delayed it big enough. And now they'll just let you not do that. The damage for the second hit has been decreased. So it's less damage to down forward 1-4. Hitbox of the second attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. Wow. So block sidestep. From the first hit to second is what they want you to do. Hitbox of second attack reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. Unless they're saying just step both hits. The duration of the attack and the hitbox of the third attack have been adjusted to make it less likely to hit opponents behind you. That's a funny change, but sometimes that's necessary. Okay, that's a pretty big nerf. But like again, these aren't. Yeah, it's still jails for sure. They didn't touch that. I didn't think they were going to change that either. So 1-1 now is -10. 2-1 less frame advantage and easier to sidestep. The first hit, it sounds like. And then down forward 1-4, easier to sidestep the second hit, which is still unclear if it's on block of the first hit or just in general, if you're walking, say, the first hit already, second hit won't find you as easily. Down back 3, the standing low kick thing, that one changed damage from 12 to 14, so that one got buffed. And then down back 4, that damage got nerfed. So I'm okay with this. Man, that was 17 damage, damn. So down back 4, that was the main low I used with her. Because in general, I don't like standing lows because you can get countered in the face by like Steve's back 1 or something. So a move like down back 4 is much more preferred, right? So obviously the standing low should be more damage because it's got higher risk associated with it, right? Assuming startup speed is the same, right? So this seems reasonable to me. Back 1-1. Track and build a second is enhanced on hit or block of the first attack. Track and build a second hit enhanced on hit or block of the first attack. Okay. So you can't step. They don't want you to step it. Adjustment aims to mitigate instances of the attack whiffing part way through. Sounds like it's normalization to what it should be. Forward 4. Combo damage scaling after hit has been adjusted to 70%. So that sounds like it was a bug that they fixed. Interesting. And then running 3 on hit or block 2. Running 3-2. Damage is second attack. Change from 27 to 20. Ooh, major damage drop. Frame advantage on block. Change from +5 to +2. That means spamming running 3-2 into running 3-2 will be way less effective too. So it's like, to me, like that part of it's not as important. It's still good. It's a good change for playing against the character. And then let's see, last one, Azucena approach down 1+2. Expand the hurt box the opponent's counterattack to be more likely to connect after the attack ends. Collision check from the opponent has been expanded upwards. Reduced instance of positional swapping. Sounds okay. I don't know. Cannot even while running 3-2 and a down forward 1-1. Yeah, but you can still do it until like 1-1, which is -10, right? Yeah, it's kind of rough. Yeah, I guess that one's pretty bad. That one hurts a lot for Azucena. Like, I feel like for a running attack, it should be at, come on, man, give her +4. You know, fuck it. Or hell, just give her +3. But then you'll just spam down forward 1-4 after it, right? So yeah, I guess they kind of fucked with it. The move was problematic. They probably didn't need to do this frame advantage change, to be honest. Like, there was already a decent amount of risk to throwing out running 3-2, I think, from the last patch. So I think just the damage reduction would have been enough. This seems a little overkill, the frame advantage part of it. They nerfed the track and all the pokes after too. Did they? Down forward 1 wasn't touched, right? But yeah, the single jab, that first hit was reduced. And the 2 was also first hit reduced. So yeah. I think that overall though, this is a reaction to the community patch for Azucena. You know, everyone is talking about this shit, man. I don't know how we ended up here, but there was definitely a lot of people at the highest level spamming running 3-2. You know, there was a lot of clips out of ATL even, which we're gonna see later tonight, that had a lot of Azucena running 3-2 in it. So, you know, they've cleared out the Azucena problem, that's for sure. You know, I saw John Ding tweet that now he can use Azucena because less people will play her. I talked to him briefly at Evo Japan too, and he was saying that because I wanted him to use Azucena, and I was just asking him like, "Are you gonna use Eddy all the way?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "But what if you're like losing? Like Eddy gets 3-0, you can bring out Azucena?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Damn, come on, bro! Like bring out the Azucena." His Azucena was so good, and like I didn't know, but I had a good feeling that Azucena was gonna die soon, which, you know, she got hurt pretty big here. Evo Japan was his last chance to use her at that level, you know, so a little unfortunate we didn't get to see him try it, but like he had pretty much committed. So that's basically it. Azucena, big changes. I like it. Social media based balancing. I mean, that's how the world is now. Based on the overall direction for Bryan Fury. Based on overall direction, adjustments have been made to improve the usability of the new features introduced in Tekken 8, namely Heat Smash and Snake Eyes. Changes are intended to expand the range of offensive options. Same thing they said about the other character, particularly in Heat. Heat Smash. Damage changed from 45 to 55. Frame advantage on block changed from +9 to +15. Are these all just imaginary numbers, brother? Like, what? That's a big change. What? Opponent's behavior on block altered to prevent them from hitting walls. Interesting. On block. Attack hitbox expanded, and the midair opponent's behavior is modified, reduced the occurrence of whiffing mid combo. I mean, people were complaining a lot about Bryan's Heat Smash, so that's a pretty big damage buff. And then the frame rate is just funny, you know? Like, I don't know how far this leaves you on block, but if anytime you see the numbers switch from like 9 to 15, it's a pretty substantial change, right? It's like, why was it 9 then? Like, you weren't even close when you made that move. You know, so the fact that you had to change it by 6, you know, you had to increase it by, you know, a Japanese yen ratio to the US dollar, you know, that's crazy. During rage, down for 1+2. Rage art, adjusted collision detection with the opponent to make it more difficult. Slip under a floating opponent. Okay. 3+4 and down forward 2-3. Adjusted collision detection with the opponent to make it less likely for counterattack to miss when intercepting this attack with the power crush. Huh. Okay. Sounds like a fix more than a nerf, but okay. Down 3-2. Phenomenal. The opponent could crouch unnaturally quickly and evade a second immediately after first hit has been corrected. Wait, does this mean this is jailing? Does that mean Bryan's down 3-2 is jailing on hit now? It sounds like that's what that is. I don't like that, if that's what that is. That's not that? Okay, I hope so, because that's what it sounds like to me. Does Bryan get something guaranteed after +15, or can you block? I mean, generally you can block. It's kind of like when you block like a run through that's like +17 on block. In the past, you know, nothing was guaranteed. It was like false advantage, I think is what they used to call it. It's a CL 1.5. I recognize that it could be a CL 1.5 thing, but I hope, I hope that this isn't jailing. Because to me, it sounds like with the way Tekken 8 is gone, I wouldn't be surprised if this is down 3 on hit is unduckable for the 2. Like, you have to hold the 2 on block if the down 3 hits you. I'm sitting again. Plus 15 grams. Nice. Yeah, I'm so out of shape. Like, Japan walking around felt good. Like, it felt really good. But coming home and just sitting on my ass all day, don't feel good. Don't feel good. Like, just after one day of it, I was like, oh, God, I need to move, man. Motion is lotion. Let's see, where were we? Down 3-2. Down back, 1+2. Decrease distance from opponent on first hit. Mitigating occurrence of whiffing mid-combo. Sounds like a reasonable change. Anything whiffing mid-combo trying to fix, I'm happy. Like, you know, stuff missing randomly or going through opponents, random stuff with walls. You know, I want all that stuff out of the game, so I like those kind of changes. QCB 3, Hatchet Kick. Hitbox expanded? What? Reducing the occurrence of some moves whiffing at close range. And then Soccer Kick, hitbox expand to make it less likely to whiff against opponents in downstate. I'm confused about the Hatchet Kick, though. Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Yeah, yeah. I think if you do a move that pushes your hurt box too far into Bryan, then the Hatchet Kick ends up behind them and whiffs completely or something. So they probably expanded the hurt box. Sorry, they expanded the hitbox of it to be closer to his back leg so that it hits kind of behind where the foot is more, in case you're somehow moving forward under him or some shit. Okay, I mean those are reasonable changes. Snake Eyes, T+4, 2, hold. Reversal break effect has been added so that it is no longer possible to mitigate with a power crush or attack reversal. Huh? The hell is a reversal break effect? So I assume you could have power crushed this before, but you cannot power crush or attack reversal this now because it'll break it. I think that's what that is. Snake Eyes forward 2-1-2-3-2. Third hit can now be delayed. Oh god, I'm gonna get hit by that shit just in neutral, aren't I? Consumption of remaining heat has been changed from minus... What? Wait, what? I've never seen this in number form before. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from minus 240 frames to minus 150 frames. I'm trying to do the math. That's like 4 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Okay. Frame advantage on block for the third hit has been changed from minus 12 to minus 2. Frame advantage on hit for the third hit, plus 3 to plus 9. And the third hit can now be delayed. So third hit, okay, but at least it's only plus 9. Imagine it was like plus 10 or more and it gives some link bullshit, you know? Frame advantage on block for fourth hit changed from minus 15 to minus 3. Frame advantage on hit for the fourth hit changed from minus 7 to plus 11. What? It's the low one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, Claudio. He just has his 10 string. Starburst state was mistakenly removed when executing heat state. Oh, that's just a bug fix, but that's funny. So if you're in heat with Claudio and you do his 10 string, you lose your Starburst, which he's supposed to have infinite of in heat state. Whoa, interesting. Yeah, get wrecked, Claudio players. You know I lost to Claudio in this tournament, Evo Japan, and I was just thinking to myself, like, dude, I think I've lost to Claudio more than any other character in tournament in the past 10 years. I'm pretty sure he's my #1 character I've lost to. Pretty sure. And it's not even that many of them. I just lose to everyone's Claudio. We saw you could have won. I didn't feel like I could have won at all. Against Tibetano? I didn't feel like I could have won. Game 1, I felt like I could have won. Game 2 did not feel like I could have won that. I need to pick up Claudio as a secondary. I don't think it's going to matter. Honestly. I think I need a different character to beat Claudio. Because I just need to completely change the way I play against them. I could have? Damn, anyone got the VOD? I want to watch it. I want to see how I could have won. Wait, did you watch it on your stream, Mike? Did you, like, restream that one? Maybe I can watch that back and see what you were saying during it. I mean, I picked up Claudio during, like, the CBT or CNT. I've played the character. I just don't care for him. Better stop stalling, get to Leroy so you can get your secondary back. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll watch it later. Devil Jin. Ooh. Please nerf this character. Adjustments been made to suppress the performance of certain outstanding techniques. Tracking ability of during heat 2+3 has been weakened. What? Heat smash weakened? Why did they just say that? You know? Why is it tracking ability of, in quotes, during heat 2+3? You could have called it heat smash. You can't do that shit out anywhere else, right? Much easier to understand. Tracking ability of his heat smash has been weakened, as it had an excessively high effect in restraining opponents' actions. Yeah, it did. Adjustment necessitates the need to apply pressure to opponents during different options, using different options when they are sidestepping. This adjustment necessitates the need to apply pressure to opponents using different options when they are sidestepping. This sounds like this should be the entire game, right? Like, your adjustments should necessitate the need to apply pressure to opponents using different options when they're sidestepping. Like, that's Tekken in a nutshell. Anyways, Devil Jin, Heat Smash, forward movement reduced. Ooh, I wonder how much. And reach has been shortened. Yeah, maybe that's hitbox reach. I don't know. Tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Wow. So they double nerfed it. Sidesteps and forward movement on it. Extremely long reach, completely tracked, lateral movement. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I mean, it was one of the best Heat Smash in the game. Down back 1+2. Issue where holding would not result in a counter when being attacked by the opponent has been fixed. Wow. That kind of a bug is scary to me because it makes me think like maybe that applies to other things, you know, that we just don't know. Like, did you know that, chat? Did you know that if you're holding it, you don't get the counter hit? Like, what if I don't even know. I don't even know what other moves I could have accidentally done that on. I guess you would have noticed. Maybe you wouldn't notice. Like, what if I got a Magic 4 in old games, but because I held the 4, it wasn't a counter hit? Haven't you had those moments where you're like, that was a counter hit? He was doing some shit, right? And you're like, why wasn't that counter hit? But you never know. All you just is like, dude, I hit him. I guess it wasn't a counter hit. Maybe he's just holding the button too long. Laser scrapers. Track in the middle of third hit has been enhanced only when landing with a second hit. That sounds okay. Mitigating occurrence of whiffing midway through. That's fine. Up 1+. I like how they put in these like small ass buffs. Like, hey, look, we're nerfing the shit out of your character, but look at this light. Look at the sick buff we gave you. You know, if you hit the second hit of laser scrape, now the third hit's gonna be tracked a little better. Isn't that nice? Up 1+2. Adjusted input reception to make it easy to perform. Okay, not a problem. So Devil's in big change is just the heat smash. Bryan has some decent quality of life changes, especially with this Snake Eye string. This sounds like this could be used more. Snake Eyes is buffed. Hitboxes on Hatchet and Soccer buffed, which won't be that big of a change, but you know, it'll just make him more consistent for himself essentially. Down 3-2, I'm very interested. I want to know about Bryan's down 3-2. Because if that shit is jailing because the first hit hits and you cannot duck the second hit, I don't like that. So, yeah. We'll see what this move is. Because this is direction of the entire game kind of a situation. You know, so I want to see what that is. All right. Page 2. Done. What's page 3? Oh, you know, I should have summarized the other ones. Azucena, major nerfs, right? 1-1, -10 now. 2-1. Oh, and 1-1 jab range. Shorter. 2-1. Easier to sidestep. Also, less frame advantage. Down forward 1-4. Less delay. Or maybe even not even delay. It says preventing delay, so I'm going to assume no more delays in it. Down back 3 more damage. Down back 4 less damage. Back 1, not a major change there. 4-4-4 combo scaling change, so it's better. Run 3-2, big change, less damage, less plus frames, only +2 now. So yeah, Azucena, very normalized. I think she's still good though. Honestly, I think she's worse, but she's still good. Asuka's a problem. Asuka's a fucking problem, dude. I don't think she needed buffs, and especially not drastic buffs like the running 1+2. With or without the fucking thing. So counter launcher now for a running attack. That's a homing attack. Running, homing, counter launcher. Like, how does that not sound like there are too many words there? You know? It sounds pretty good, man. Running, homing, counter launcher. I said to say it again. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. And then Alisa, not really changed either. So this character is gonna be buff, Alisa. All right, let's move on. Ooh, Dragunov's coming up. Oh yeah, they added chip for Asuka too. Yeah, she got a lot of good changes, and I don't, like I said, I don't think that character was in a bad enough spot that she needed that much. Dragunov, adjustment made to suppress outstanding performance of certain moves. It's funny because it's like a copy paste response, but this is fucking Dragunov, dog. Yeah, outstanding performance of certain moves. Regarding down back 3+4, it was noted that regardless of whether the opponent is standing or in a down state, situation after a hit was exceptionally favorable, making it easier to use in continuation. Yeah. Also combined with his other low attacks, it made it difficult to punish. Okay. Therefore, while preserving its characteristics such as high damage and the effects on counter hits, the performance was significantly toned down to consider its incompatibility with other moves Dragunov possesses. Additionally, considering the overall high combo damage of moves frequently used in aerial combos had been reduced. I'm going to skip it down back to E+4. Forward movement has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. Increased distance between Dragunov and opponent upon ground and down hits. 4 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on hit from +7 to +3. Altered Dragunov's behavior when blocking to ensure that any character can punish with an aerial combo starter. This is not enough. That's not enough. The issue with this move, like, where is the section they describe it here? Also, combined with his other low attacks, it made it difficult to punish, right? The move is too fast. The move is just too fast, right? The distance that they're changing it is not going to matter. He's just going to run up to your face, and he's going to hit you with this shit. And once he hits you with it, like, 4 frames of recovery time, you're still going to have to guess for all his other shit. Because he still has those other moves, like, down 2, right? Like, you don't want to duck against them, but you have to guess. And this move, because of its speed and damage, they didn't touch the damage on it. So the speed and the damage are exactly the same, right? So you're still going to have to guess. And, like, that part of it is what sucks. I was talking specifically to Ulsan about this move at Evo Japan. And it was after we watched the Lowhigh JDCR match, which was a Dragunov mirror match. And my assessment, right, which I haven't talked to Lowhigh or JDCR, is that I feel like, and also Ni, is that older players, they cannot really block that move on reaction, right? And like they're trying, but like it looks like when you're watching JD and Lowhigh play, it seems like Lowhigh has slightly better reactions, right? So if JD does down by T+4, like sometimes Lowhigh's gonna block that shit, but he's gonna do it on reaction sometimes. Like he's like, I think you're gonna do it. There it is, I'm blocking, right? But it looks like when he's doing that shit on JD, JD's like, I can't see that shit. I can't see the shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna guess. I got it right. You know, and that's what it feels like. And when I talked to Ulsan about it, he says that I asked him if he could see it, and he said that like if he's like, you know, not doing anything and he's like looking for it, then like sometimes he can maybe block it, right? And I said like I wonder if it's like an age thing, right? Because I feel like Nia has trouble with it and JD has trouble with it. And he said like maybe, you know, and I said like, what about you and Lowhigh? He says like, yeah, I think maybe I can block it, maybe Lowhigh can block it, right? So I feel like that change that they made to it ain't gonna change shit. I think that they needed to slow it down by a couple frames. I don't think he needed it because he already had down 2 and shit anyway. So now it's this really powerful tool. And yeah, the range reduction might be enough if it's like significant, but I doubt that they did that. So the fact that the damage isn't touched and you're not reacting to it is the real issue. So we'll see if the range reduction is enough here, but my gut tells me it's not. Maybe if they change the startup animation to make it stand out more, could be. Yeah, it could be an animation startup issue, like the first few frames aren't enough of a tell for it or something. At the wall, it still might be real. Yeah, at the wall, it would be still really good with this range reduction. So yeah, this shit is
It's been an honor.
This shit's gonna be a problem still. Let's see what else they nerfed of them though. Standing 4. Damage first when inputting 4/4, it changed from 15 to 10. That is big. And I assume that's for his combos. Forward 3, 1+2. Opponent recovery time and blocking increased by 3 frames. Advantage on blocking changed from -6 to -3. Includes significant downward adjustments, performance of multiple low attacks. Considering this change has been made to facilitate offense using mid and high attacks. Okay. Interesting buff. It's not much of anything, but okay. Down forward 1, one of his best moves. Phenomenon where opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1 unnaturally quickly has been corrected. Huh. Imagine this makes down forward 1-3. Is it down forward 1-3 or 1-4? Imagine it makes us see jails. That would be crazy. There's no way. There's no way, right? Down forward 3+4. Change the damage from 23 to 19. If you say the word jail, I don't trust them, brother. That's all it is. You know? Down forward 3+4. Change the damage from 23 to 19. Which one's down forward 3+4? I'm gonna say that shit every time it's Singleton that pops up, dude. Because I would not be surprised. Because so far everything that has had it could have a high extension, right? And it's like, well, is that what they wanted? Triple kickflip move? Oh, I see what you're saying. So yeah, it's another combo damage change basically. Down 4. Reaction hitting opponent face down position was different from the intended behavior, which has been corrected. Oh, that's interesting. Down back 3+4. Forward movement has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. So that seems like a consistent thing they're trying to do across the board with this character, huh? Reduces range. Increased distance between Dragunov and opponent on ground and down it hits. Add a 4 phase recovery time. Change the frame rounds and hit from +7 to +3. It's like, yeah. Oh, this is one we would. I mean, it just feels like it's not gonna be enough, dude. I'm a dumbass for reading the first part of it, not thinking what it was. Move on. Back 4-2-1. Downward hitbox first attack has been reduced, making it less likely to connect opponents in down state. What do you mean less likely, brother? Just take it off hitting grounded. This move does not look like it should hit grounded. Adjustments been made to reduce the occurrence of third hit whiffing after the second hit connects. That's fine. Scaling of 70% has been applied to combo damage when the third hit is a counter hit. Okay. I just don't like that it hits grounded, you know? Like, it doesn't look like... It's like if Law's down forward 4 hit grounded. Like, what? Or Law's while standing 4. Like, should Law's while standing 4 hit grounded? Should everyone's while standing 4 hit grounded, you know? Like, fuck, man. I don't think he should hit ground, but he still needs a way to check AOP, so I don't know. Are you saying down 2 cannot check AOP? What's this, Mike? Oh. That video is too long for right now. This is the old video. I've seen this. I'll look at it again later. Where were we? Back 1-2. Okay, looks like a fixed change. That's fine. Running 2. Frame advantage and block change from +6 to +4. Damage. Input quickly. Is this the just frame input? Input. Is this the just frame input? Change from 30 to 26. Standard version changed from 25 to 22. So damage reductions to running 2. Okay. Trying to have every character hit OPs. Bad dev logic. Just nerf AOP and not sit and check mark every character. Yeah, I can agree with that, I think. Just frame input. Perfect. Alright, so running 2, damage reductions. During opponent wall stun, running 4. Damage to the final kick attack, which triggers the tornado, has been changed, reduced. Due to the damage scaling applied in wall combos, actual damage will decrease by approximately 2 to 3 compared to previous versions in practical combat situations. Practical combat situations is a funny phrase. Okay, so just another damage reduction. While crouching down forward 1-4, recovery time on the first hit has been increased by 2 frames. Come on, dude. No change to frame advantage on block. Second no longer knocks down when the first hit is a counter hit. Oh. That's big. That's probably the biggest nerf, actually. I wish that this first hit would have an animation. So he's like, he hits his hands like, ow, and you can launch him down forward 2 or while stand 2 or some shit, you know? Like, the fact that he just goes like, will I do the rest? Who knows, you know? That shit sucks. So you can see it even at the highest levels of the game. People block it and they're like, huh? You know, and they just stare at it waiting for the second hit to come, right? So, and that's not going to change by adding 2 more frames for you to do that. So it needs to have a different look to it. He cannot do the rest on block. Yeah, no, I get that. But that's the issue. Is like people block the first hit and it doesn't look like he's stopping, you know? So it's kind of like how Paul's Demo Man used to look. You know, because before he had the guard stun animation on Paul's down 4, right? His leg would just go through you and it'd spin around. And it had like a major whiff animation. So you knew, oh yeah, I should launch this guy. Right? But imagine if just a Demo Man like stopped right there at your foot on block and then like he would just like whatever. So yeah, it's weird. You know how you'd animate it? Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. It's a weird ass move. But the fact that the second hit no longer knocks down, the first hit is countered is a pretty big change. During takedown 1, opponent's recovery time is reduced by 4 frames. Adjustments was made considering cases where unintended follow-up attacks were possible. So the opponent can get up 4 frames faster, I think is what that's saying. So that sounds like a good change too. ATL starts in like an hour and a half, I think. Pretty sure. So these nerfs overall have mainly been to damage. And then the down back D+4 has slightly shorter reach and less frame advantage, which I don't think will be enough for it to change how effective it is. Back 4, smaller hitbox, so maybe it won't hit you when you're grounded, but it probably still will. But who knows, really. Running 2, damage reductions. And running 4, damage reduction. And the big one, I think, is the biggest one seems to be full crouch, down forward 1-4. No knockdown on counter it. So that's interesting. We need an on-screen timer. Yeah, I know, right? We're not getting through these notes for ATL. I know, right? Yeah, I know. It's fine. I'm not. There's so much here that I'm just chilling. Like we got a whole week to go through this, right? And also these patch notes won't be in effect tonight during ATL, right? So it's fine. Eddy crouching in while rising state. Alleviate cases where attack from mid-air were inadvertently evaded. Adjustment made to collision detect opponents. Hurt box expanded upward. Attacks from mid-air. So he was just dodging jumping attacks and shit? Weird. Down forward 1. Attack duration shortened from 13 to 14 to 13. That's... Wait, what? How is that a nerf? Oh, because the tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Ah, okay. That's a solid change. During bananas, which I think is handstand, frame advantage on block. Banana 1, frame advantage on block changed from +5 to +6. What does that let you do extra? Like, why was that 1 frame so important to him? Now relax 4 beats jabs, basically? Okay. Before the trade? I see. That's a pretty good buff. Relax 4-3. Instances with second hit were whiffs when performed near the wall have been alleviated. That sounds like a good change. Negativa back. Expanded the hurt box. Alleviating situation attacks would whiff. Okay. That sounds like a good change for everybody. While at Manjinga level 2 during Banana 3+4, the tracking ability of the third hit has been enhanced only on hit or block of the second attack. Tracking ability of the third hit has been enhanced. So the tracking is only better on hit or block, but not on whiff. Interesting. Kind of mess because relax 4-3 hurts. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean this in general is not going to matter much in general in actual play, so it's fine. So I mean it's small changes, but the handstand 1 is pretty good buff already there. Feng Wei, big paragraph, balanced directions. Adjustments are made to suppress the performance of certain stand-up moves, weakening of the shockwave component during heat 3+4, the jumping thing. Makes it less effective to launch powerful attacks from long distances while in heat. While crouching, down forward 4-1. Stupid ass old 1+4 low high thing. High reward on hit. Combined with the ability to significantly reduce risk on block by alternating between single and double strikes. Led to suppression of both risk and return. Yep. Considering that overall combo damage is high, damage and moves frequently using aerial combos has been reduced. Okay. So Fang 3+4. Issue where opponent on block attack and crouching. would inadvertently get hit with back turn 1 has been rectified. Whoa, that's crazy. That's a good fix. Even if the kick does not make contact with opponent's shockwaves that shake the ground occur, however, the attack hitbox shockwaves has been reduced. That's a good change. Because honestly, that move was stupid as fuck. Like you would try to like backdash the hell out of there and they still clip you. You're like, damn it. Part of me thinks though that like it would have been interesting for the heat state in general if all characters had some crazy bullshit like that. But it definitely made it more of a 2D style mechanic than a Tekken mechanic, right? Like it was reducing the Tekken-ness of the game once you activate a heat, which this makes it more Tekken-like. Recovery frames inflicted on the opponent upon getting hit by the shock have been reduced by 3 frames. Oh, that's good. So a lot of nerfs to heat 3+4. Like, see, okay, so part of me is happy because this move is hella good. But then if you start nerfing all the stuff the characters have in Heat, then Heat as a whole just becomes weaker, right? And then if you start having Heat be weak, then what the fuck do we have Heat for? You know, like it's a really fine line to walk here for them. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how effective it still is after this, because that's sounds like a reasonable change, you know, but we'll see. Yeah, Heat Thief was falling back to 1 not being duckable had to go for sure. That's like a bug, right? So that part I don't care about. It's the rest of it that I want to know how good it still is. 1+2 input window for punch parry has been changed from 2 to 9 to 5 to 9. Like, okay, as someone who plays a character with 2 characters with parries, Law and Leroy. Number 1, I didn't know Fangs was still 2 frame startup, so this is deserved. Fuck this guy. Like, mine got slowed down, so yours should be too. Yeah, this is a change that needed to happen anyway, but it still hurts me, right? Because, like, what the fuck, bro? My character had parries. It was supposed to be for parries. And when he gets slowed down this much, it's much harder to use my parry, right? Like, look at this. He had 7 frames of a parry window before, and now it's 4, and it starts up 3 frames slower. Right, and that's like kind of I don't want to say universal, but I think Laws also slowed down by 3 frames. I think Leroy's did as well. I don't know about Jin's, but I assume so. So this is a normalization of the parry change that happened to the other characters, but shit sucks, man. I do miss it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is a Tekken 8 change. This is a Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 change that they forgot about when they hit up Feng, I guess. Forward 2 and down forward 3+4. The hell is forward 2 with Fang? Isn't that his forward 2-1-2? Hitbox expanded downward, leaving instances of whiffing against opponent's low stances. Sounds like AOP fixes. Back 1+2 shoulder. Collision detection opponent has been adjusted. Mitigate in case opponent's punish would not connect. What? That's a big change. I thought that was one of those things they were never going to touch. Does this mean that Fang's shoulder is always going to stand right in front of you now? Because that was definitely a case where with Law, I would have to choose down forward 2 or 3+4-4, which is a big difference. One's a launcher, one's not. You know, so yeah, if he's always close to you, that's fantastic. Up forward 3, damage reduction needed. That was his strong aerial bullshit. What up, Ganachin? We're just looking. So far, so good. Forward 3. Damage reduction 2. It's very minor, by the way. Back turn 3, same thing. While standing 1+2. Input window for punch parry has been changed from 3 to 8 to 5 to 8. So yeah, it's again, normalization of parries that they apparently didn't do for Fang. While crouching down for 4-1. Ooh, this one. When inputting up to the second hit, recovery frames inflicted on the opponent upon blocking for the first hit has been increased by 4. This change ensures that the opponent attempts a counterattack after blocked first hit, they won't be hit by the second hit. That's a weird change. The damage has been adjusted from 10-15 to 13-10. Wait, they buffed the first hit damage though? and reduce the second hit damage. This adjustment aims to give tactical benefits to using the move in ways other than just always inputting both attacks. That was the problem at the highest levels anyway, bro. No one's just spamming both hits. The fuck? Okay. Yeah. He didn't really get hurt here. Like, the biggest nerf is the shoulder one, perhaps. You know, minor damage nerfs, parry nerfs aren't that big. Like, they're still going to be usable, like, just like all the other characters with parries. And his, I guess the biggest nerf is his heat 3+4. But that's not that big. So nothing really got changed. This motherfucker's the same. Okay. Yeah, Feng is gonna be good. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, wait, did I miss something? No. Yeah, this is not much. Hwoarang. Where are the buffs? Rage Art buff. Hitbox expanded. Fine. Forward 3. Latter part of the attack's duration when blocked by opponent has been adjusted to prevent situations where faster subsequent attacks couldn't be blocked. Okay, so that sounds like a bug fix, which is fine. So he didn't get touched. Which is bullshit. Nerf Hwoarang already. By the way, did you guys know Nikatsu plays Hwoarang? Is this the reason Hwoarang has been getting buffed every fucking patch since like season 2 of Tekken 7, you know? Surprise here. No nerfs for him either? Seeing a pattern. No wonder Joka tweeted he's happy with the patch. Yeah, no shit. Jack 8. Adjustments been made to enhance usability of the new feature in Tekken 8 Gamma Howl, aiming to expand options for offense and defense. 2 seconds. What are we listening to right now? Still on Tekken 5 here? We're on Devil Within music. All right. I'm just going to restart it before it ends. If you want to see YouTube later, I don't know if it'll be on YouTube, Armando. Check out the Twitch VOD. Have a good one, dude. I mean, this would be really long on YouTube. This would be hours and hours. Anyways, Jack, they want to use his stance more. Rage Art. Forward movement when intercepting an opponent's attack has been increased. What happened to music? Mitigating increase of whiffing in certain situations. Back 2 or back 2 hold. Hitbox expanded downward. Is that the AOP fix? Anytime they say hitbox expanded downward, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves? Like, that's kind of... If that's just for AOP, that's going to suck. Like, they should have just changed AOP then. Yeah. Because now I'm thinking, like, what about, like, Law's Banana Peel? So Law's Banana Peel is going to hit by this shit now because of Ling? Like, fuck that, dude. Hold up. Let's see if we get pause on the music again. You hope it hits grounded. Imagine Jack's back 2 hits grounded now. Oh, that would be a disaster. While rising 4, hitbox expanded. Alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. Sounds okay. Jack has small legs though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. He's not like Kuma sized legs, but he doesn't have like the longest wall standing 4 in the game, right? Gamma Howl. When transition to Gamma Howl stance, remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 30 frames, half a second. Wait, what? Wait, is this saying that he's gonna get heat timer back just by going into stance? That can't be right. When successfully intercepting the opponent's attack with D+4 in Gamma Howl, remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 90. And additionally restores 10 to recoverable health gauge. So that's his, like, armored flex thing, right? So that gives him health back and recovers the heat timer. And when intercepting subsequent attacks, only 5 restored the recoverable health gauge. Huh. That's interesting. Like, I'm just really curious about this first part, but like the second part I don't mind so much, where you're gaining heat timer by like successfully using a parry in a sense, right? Like that's kind of consistent with the rest of the game. But transitioning into the stance itself, giving you more heat timer is crazy to me. That sounds like anytime Law goes into DSS, he should get back 10 frames of heat timer. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, of course you wouldn't allow that, right? I don't know, man. It sounds weird. It's not a lot, though, right? Because it's only half a second's worth of heat timer. But it's still kind of interesting as a change in general. Yeah, imagine if all characters got back more heat timer by going to their stance. You know? Azucena gets heat back just for walking forward in stance. Delete that shit too. Come on. Gamma Hal 1. Frame advantage and block change from -10 to -9. What? Wait, which one's Gamma Hal 1? Isn't that the homing attack? What? That's so stupid. Wait, what? Why? I don't know, man. Always been safe in heat though. Lili gets heat back for spinning around. Man. Yes, that's what they should do. DSS should increase the heat timer. Right, let me do while standing for DSS, while standing for DSS, while standing for DSS, and build up my heat timer. Come on. Like I'm taking a risk. I'm ducking every time for it. Gamma Hal 2. Gamma Charge and Gamma Hal 2. Hitbox expanded. That's fine. I don't mind all the hitbox expanding, alleviating instances of whiff stuff. That's fine. Gamma Hal 3 plus 4. This is the one they talked about. Opponent's attack successfully intercepted the power crush. Falling counterattack cannot be blocked with attack reversals, except for techniques with complete evasion effects. Yeah, complete evasion is going to be a thing to look at, huh? However, Jax during Gamma Hal 3 plus 4 did not have this property, so it has been corrected. So that's a bug fix.
It's been an honor.
Gamma Charge and Gamma Hal 1 and 2. Each when enhanced, state performance not activate correctly when executed. All opponents behind has been fixed. Bug fixed. So that's fine. So the actual changes here are just this Gamma Hal stance transition giving him back more heat time, and Gamma Hal 1 mid being safe on block. Always. So not too bad. Wild Stand 4, a little bit more hitbox too. And back to hitting lower now. Okay. Cool. Quick summary. Let's see. Dragunov. Damage reductions. Down back 3 plus 4. Seems like it'll still be good. Back 4. Maybe not hit grounded. I think that's roughly it, right? For Dragunov. I can't wait for the down forward 1 to be a jailing thing. Jailing. Eddy, banana 1. Extra frame advantage. Feng Wei, roughly the same. Parry changes. Heat 3 plus 4. And full crouch down forward 4-1. The damage change to down. The full crouch down forward 4-1 is a weird one for sure. Buffing the first hit, but adding 4 frames of recovery to it on block. Definitely weird. And the shoulder being closer on block, hopefully. More consistent punish, so. Yeah, Fang's roughly the same. He's pretty good. And then Jack, just little things that we just saw. So, not much there, actually. Alright, so that was Dragunov. Next up. Big Jin Kazama. Tons of changes. Just kidding. 1-2-1. The hell is 1-2-1? Oh. It just looks like AOP fixes. Whatever. So no changes to Jin. I guess he's completely fine. They haven't been watching CBM. All right. CBM must be happy with this patch. Jun Kazama. 1-1 is a backflip. Flying spinny launches crew. Oh, whatever. Techniques that utilize Kazama power, allowing for the recovery of all expended health to recoverable health gauge. And there was no health consumption at all in heat state, which didn't appropriately balance the strength with the drawbacks. Therefore, some of the health consumption has been changed to be non-recoverable. What? What? What the hell? That is so crazy. Even without reading the rest of these notes, the fact that they took this character, and this character seemed like the reason that the recoverable health system was in the game and not going away, right? Because she had moves where you could sacrifice your health to become recoverable health, right? And then in doing so, you could have access to more safer versions of riskier attacks otherwise, like sacrificing your health for it. And now they've changed that so that some of the health consumption has been changed to non-recoverable. At that point, just remove the chip damage and gray life and recovery and all that shit. Oh man, that's what I would hope for. Considering the significant change in the spec, there are plans to enhance the performance of some techniques in the next update. If we're headed towards removing chip completely, damn. I would be happy with that, but I don't imagine that that's going to ever happen. Let's see. Moves using Kazama power. Revise the health consumption rate. Adjusting so that some of the consumed health no longer remains as recoverable health. So she's losing health now for doing these moves, and it's not recoverable. Additionally, when entering heat state, we have adjusted so that there is a decreased health consumption only. Ah, interesting. Moving situations are absolutely no disadvantages to using Kazama power. So you still have to be aware of the moves you're using the whole way through now. However, the use of Kazama power will not result in self-KO due to health consumption. Okay. How do I find the throw changes? It's whatever. Like 10 frames to 14 frames is okay. I think they need it to be something like that because 14 frames is still pretty hard to break. We know that because of the Victor bug they had in the first versions of the game. So I think that's reasonable. Jun's Heat Smash. Trackability second hit adjusted to prevent it from tracking opponents to sidestep the first hit. That's good change. Amount of health recovered on block has been reduced. Another good change. Instances where the move failed to hit consecutively when done from farther away have been alleviated. Good change. So all good changes there. She needed that move. Her heat smash is just so stupid. She's kind of like, oh god, I'm June. I have health to get back. Fucking just heat burst, heat smash. What you gonna do? Thanks for the health, you know. And maybe it'll also hit you. Fantastic. Rage art. Hurtbox, hitbox problems. That's fine. Heat forward 1+2. Consumption remaining heat change from -180 to -120. So that's a buff. What's heat 1+2? Forward 1+2. Is that her? It's not her forward 1+2 where she like pushes. So which one's forward 1+2? The parry? What the hell's the parry? Oh Jesus! Oh okay. I know it. Thanks, Mike. I like how I understood it from Mike, but not from any of you guys. The funniest thing about that is that I've never heard Mike call it that before. It's all right. Got it. Forward 2+3 after parrying right punch attack. Behavior opponents upon successful parry has been adjusted. It's whiffing alleviated. I wonder how they changed that. It's a buff though. Down forward 1-2, hitbox expanded downwards. Okay, it sounds like AOP change. Down forward 2, expanded hurt box. Interesting. Up forward 4-3, it's a hop kick. Tracking ability to follow up attack. Tracking ability of the follow up attack automatically triggered upon hitting has been enhanced. Mitigating occurrence of combos whiffing. Okay, that's fine. It's a solid consistency buffer, I guess. Izu 3. Collision detection attack has been expanded downwards. making it hard to jump over the opponent. What? That's so weird. Does that mean it hits them grounded? It doesn't seem to say that. So it just jumps and keeps her in front of them, it sounds like. Huh. Okay. Genjutsu. Throw reversal property was not triggering properly for falling moves. Has been fixed. For Eddy, that's fine. Genjutsu 2. Amount of health consumption has been reduced. Issue where transition to throw occurred and airborne hit has been corrected. So honestly, there's not many nerfs here. The hell are the nerfs? It's really just the health consumption stuff, right? And yeah, it is a significant change to the character, but she seems pretty good anyway. The Heat Smash nerf, I guess, is the biggest nerf. Yeah, she takes a little bit of damage. I think she's totally fine. Like, I've seen some reaction on Twitter about her, and people were like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I have to rethink my whole strategy now. I read this shit, I'm like, what are you talking about? Just do the same shit you were doing. It's going to work. You know, you just, like, you're going to have to actually sacrifice a tiny bit, but it's not going to be crazy. That shit was like, now that I've read the actual changes for it and I think about those tweets, that shit is basically like the current version of the Steve is dead, you know, kind of tweets. I'm like, what the hell, bro? I'm extremely sad at this point. This balance changes. I put my life in June. June had been nerfed so many times, but this time she is dead. Oh god. Yeah, Kata almost had the copy paste right. You know, it's close. Good attempt. Yeah. I stalled 10 minutes between characters. Look, I'm trying not to get to law, right? If we can go slow enough, we'll never get to law. It'll be great. Kazuya. Down forward 3, 2, 1. I like how he doesn't have a description about his shit. It's like, here's some stuff. It's down forward 3, 2, 1. And hold. Hitbox adjusted. Blah, blah, blah. Alleviate instance of hitting targets from areas other than the front. Oh, this is that string where it hit people out of his ass and shit, right? But the last hit, yeah. Down forward 3 plus 4, 1, 2. Issue with down forward 3 plus 4, 1. Could hit consecutively in certain situations has been fixed. Okay. Forward 2. Demon Paw. Wait, buffed? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, there's other moves too. This is their AOP fixes. This is so stupid, man. I don't know, man. I don't understand this. They should have just fucking nerfed AOP. Right? Like, why not just make AOP have a higher hurt box? So that all these moves don't have to have hitboxes expanded downwards. You wouldn't changed, like, I don't know, let's say 10% of the game's move lists for this shit. Just so that one character's one move will be hit when you could have just made that one move have, like, a larger hurt box. Seems like an interesting strategy. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very strange. There's more than just AOP, though. I don't know, man. I feel like the other moves aren't really that big of a deal. Cough, cough, Akuma. Akuma? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways. And yeah, Demon Paw needing any sort of buff is the funniest shit ever. Like, if you wanted any move to hit a low attack, why the fuck would you buff Demon Paw in this current game? You know? Like, that's stupid. Anyways. Hell Sweep and follow-ups. Tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing the first hit. Tracking capability of the second hit enhanced when landing the first hit, mitigating critical power. That's fine. Wow, big paragraph. Weedist says, Rip, I have a question about the counter hit throw breaking increase from 10 to 14. I'm going to rage drive is blocked. I cannot use a throw to win because throws cannot be broken. Huh? I think you're reading it wrong. They're talking about the throw break window, not the startup speed of the throws. The only throw startup speed that were changed was the launching throws. Does that make sense? And even those are still 14 frames now. And I think rage arts are minus 15. So you can still use it against them if you're fast. Forward 4-2 pushback should be removed. Cheapest all. Yeah, take it out and make it -10. Then let's play. Does that mean a rage drive is blocked? Yeah. Just ban his ass and someone's wrong with that message? Yeah, I mean, people got to learn somewhere, man. There's a lot of new players around right now, which is crazy, right? Like, think about how Tekken 7 sold 12 million copies. Tekken 8 sold like 2 to 3 million so far, maybe 4, who knows. But then there's still a bunch of new players that came in with these first millions, right? So what happened to all the old millions that like Tekken 7? -10, bro, no way. Wow, -10, no way. Oh my god, I'm gonna get jabbed. Holy shit, how am I gonna survive? What am I gonna do if I can't just spam this shit over and over again? You know, be happy that new players are around. It means the game is successful. Did I sound like I wasn't happy? I don't know who you're saying that to. I don't know. In locals, we have so many new players. It's crazy. That's cool. Yeah. He can't be new. He said fucking rage drive. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Oh, man. You missed my explanation? All right, the band's incoming. Watch yourself. All right, so Kazuya... just bug fixes for the most part. King. Ooh, King Heat Smash. Damage from 2044 to 2040. Okay, small nerf. Not really substantial here. But he needed some kind of nerf to it. That's fine. Down 1+2 Atlas Hammer. Relax the input window. Huh? What? Relax the input window of 1+2 to make it easier to execute. So does this mean you don't have to hit the 1+2 together? Like you can roll the buttons? Or does that mean between hitting the down and then the double button input? I wonder what they mean by that. Either way, it's pretty weird. Like, were people having issues with this shit? Like, what the hell? Like, I gotta know. Can you adjust the input window of Law's manual DSS down 1+2 as well then? Yeah, because I hate when I get down 1 or something on accident. Anyways. That should hella be, honestly, that should hella be added to Law. Down 1+2, whatever the fuck they just did to Atlas Hammer, they should do that for Law's down 1+2 as well. Down back 1+2 2. Issue where transition to throw occurred. An airborne hit has been corrected. Okay, that's whatever. Back 3. Ooh. Adjustments have been made to address instances where the intended functionality of power crits was not properly executed when blocking certain attacks at specific timings. Wow, there's more bugs to back 3 that got fixed. Okay. Jaguar Sprint 2. Issue positional relationship with the opponent becomes different than intended when used near wall. Sounds like a decent fix. Shining Wizard. Giant Swing and stuff. Recovery amount of remaining heat time was lower than intended when input quickly. So if you just frame those inputs on those throws,
Mr. President,
you get more heat time back. So he got buffed with that. That's fine since it's a just frame. I don't mind them buffing things that have execution. King's low parry. Inability to perform a low parry when inputting forward, down, forward has been adjusted. That sounds like a reasonable fix. So King didn't really get nerfed at all. Just his heat smash got nerfed. No, bro, why did Lil Majin go off on Twitter? But hold on a second. I thought that King was actually getting nerfed or something. Hold on. What did Majin say? He said, I really don't understand this war on King. So I just saw this tweet from Majin, and I was like, oh man, maybe they did something. Right, and it's because they said here, carries said no adjustments. Adjustment also on the way for the move performance and prep for 105. Right, but so I thought that there was some kind of war on King. He's getting like hella nerfed, bro. But instead it's just heat smash. It lost 4 damage on the second hit. So yeah, more stuff is changing in the future. I guess he's just upset that there is gonna be more done to King. I mean, forward neutral 2 is bullshit, dude. Like, they have to touch that move, in my opinion. It's pretty crazy that they haven't. Lil Majin has always been an Atlas Hammer gatekeeper. Now that anybody can hit down 1+2, he's out. He's like, it's like I practiced so hard for those down 1+2s, and now they relax the input. All my work, all those years of practicing down 1+2, I'm out of here. Isn't counter at forward 4 neutral 55 damage. They can shave off 10 damage and that and he'll still be fine. I mean, dude, there's so many problems with forward 4 neutral 2, right? There's the instances where forward 4 neutral 2 counter hit sometimes turns to Armor King's version of the counter hit. I forget how it happens, but like he gets a full ass launch off it sometimes. Like that should not be in the game. You know, that's not even supposed to be intended. There's no way. It's not even on all trades though, right? Isn't it only on some trades? Because there's like 2 versions of it where you get different animations of it. I think it's like an off-axis trade and on-axis trade. You want a link to this? I got you. Hold up. Oh, wait. I got to go back for it. I don't got you. It's too much work. Here. Oh, shit. I refreshed something or something. Oh, God. I lost everything. I typed an X here.
It's been an honor.
Man, imagine typing X into your fucking address bar. Would you guys do it on stream? Don't look at my X results. For my autocomplete. Alright, where were we? This one. Alright, King. They didn't change nothing. Heat Smash got changed a little bit. And then down 1+2. That's it. Cool. Kuma and Panda. All right. Some of the strongest characters in the game right now that no one's talking about. Kuma Panda have been adjusted as characters that lack... Wait, what? Have been adjusted as characters that lack easy-to-use low attacks, but excel at dealing chip damage. By leveraging, I'm really thinking about this first sentence, right? By leveraging their special stances, players can compensate for their weaknesses and extinguish recoverable health gauge created by chip damage, thereby expanding their tactical options. Furthermore, considering that Panda had less usability compared to Kuma in the heat state, adjustments have been made to enhance the performance of Heat Smash and Heat of 4+4. You know what's interesting about this? How come they don't put any other 2 characters in the same slot? You know? But then when you make the character select screen, you put them in 2 separate fucking slots and count them as 2 different characters. You know what I'm saying? I'm just mad that these aren't 2 different characters. That's all. Like, what the fuck, man? Why did it take up 2 slots? It's making punches for Kuma, kicks for Panda, bro. Anyways. This first part still... I'll read the notes first. Kuma Rage Art. Slipping to opponent's shore. Panda Rage. Panda Heat Smash. Damage buff. Hitting on the ground will be 44 to 50. That's a solid buff for a Heat Smash. Hey, chat. Anyone want buffs to the damage on Heat Smashes in general? Yeah? Anyone looking for buffs on Heat Smash damage? That's what I was asking for from Tekken 8. Panda Heat. Shooting Star. Move can now be executed from Bear Roll. Whoa. Bear Roll Heat Smash? Cool. That sounds really annoying. Seems like they made them all at least 50 damage minimum. Yeah. Damage change from 8, 10, 12 to 13. That's a big ass buff. 8, 10, 12 to 13, 20, and 26. So it went from 21 damage to 40 damage. That's a huge change. Literally almost double the damage. Still very expensive though. for heat time, it went from 5 seconds of heat time, 300 frames, to 240, which is 4 seconds. Instead of being treated as jump status for a certain period after landing has been adjusted so that low attacks can now connect properly. Okay. Interesting. They are two different characters. Panda can't even do Kuma's optimal combos. Well, Geo, if they're two different characters, then why do they share the same spot on the balance sheet? Anyways. During hunting forward 1+2, technique has been changed to recoverable gauge extinguisher. What? This is fucking crazy. Dude. This is bullshit, man. Recoverable gauge extinguishers are so limited in the game already. And then you have a character who they themselves say, character lacks easy to use low attacks but excel at dealing chip damage. Let's give the character that excels at dealing fucking chip damage a recoverable gauge extinguisher. You fucking said it yourselves. I gotta keep it down. It's like 3 a.m. Jesus Christ. Wait, I don't think my window's open. Hold on. Let me double check. Fucking Kuma, dude. All right. How are we doing on timer? 3 a.m.? Perfect. One of the stupidest changes I've seen in the entire patch notes right here. Ridiculous, actually. Okay. Honey Bear stands back 1+2. Distance on counter has been unified to match the distance during a normal hit. Adjustment was made to alleviate situations where the positional relationship between the opponent and the player character were different than intended. Give bears butterfly loops so they'll be Nina. Oh, man. You can't wait for the first post-patch Monday Night Tekken when I delete all your gray life with bear throw? Brother, I can't wait for the first post-match Monday Night Tekken when we have a bear mirror match. That seems like a bug fix. Bear sit 1, damage from 10 to 15. Nice. Bear sit 2. Collision adjusted alleviation with distance would open up before the attack, making it easy for the opponent to evade with the backstep. Why is that? How is this not a buff? Like, why is this neutral? Like, yeah, hey, people can't backdash you anymore. Good. That's a buff, you know? Bear roll during heat. Collision adjusted alleviate issues. Okay, that's okay. During heat and bear roll 1. Distance from opponent on block has been reduced. So it's easier for Kuma to always beat your ass for it, I guess? We're all bear mates? I think we're all about to be. This is solid buffs for Panda. So that's okay. Don't mind that. Yeah, Panda in general, Heat Smash buff and the Shooting Star buff are solid. This recoverable gauge extinguisher is crazy. I think that's the craziest change I've seen in the patch notes. Bear army grows every second. I'm joining, bro. This patch note just signed me up. How about, you know, I complained earlier about the strong aerial tailspin mechanic and how so few characters have it effectively, right? And so now they're nerfing the characters that do have it as a common change when like the majority of characters can't even use it that way. And then they add in recoverable gauge extinguisher as a mechanic, of course, that a few characters only have right now. And then they add it to the character that has some of the best chip dealing in the game. Cool. Lars. Heat Smash. buff the damage from 50 to 55. That's what I was, dude. I've been waiting, brother. I've been like, yo, man, I cannot wait for this new patch with Tekken 8. I can't wait for heat smashes to get buffs. You know, more damage, please. That's gonna be so sick. Hurt box for the second hit when the first one whiffs has been extended downward. Hurt box for second hit when the first one whiffs has been extended downward. Okay. Sounds like you can hit him easier. Dynamic entry 1+2. Adjustment aimed at stabilizing combos involves reducing forward movement during wall combos and modified to apply only upon hitting with the attack. Sounds like less craziness, which is cool. Silent entry 2. Expanded hurt box. Leaving situations certain attacks would whiff. Sounds okay too. Limit entry 1. Each transition to throw a current airborne hit has been corrected. Bug fix. So not many changes to Lars really. Heat smashes damage should be nerfed, but okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like the third heat smash damage that we've seen buffed. King's one was reduced, and he was like one of the highest ones, you know? So, yeah. Wait. This law right here? Okay, wait. How long until ATL? Maybe we should stop looking at the patch notes now. How many changes here, bro? Oh, God. All right. So, Lars didn't really get touched. Let's see Law. All right. Rage Art. Tracking abilities move slightly weaker compared to other rage arts, making it easier to evade its size than intended. Really? To address this, tracking ability has been enhanced to make it more difficult to evade. You know? That's interesting. Anyways, back 4-3. Adjusted hit continuously even when hitting from behind. What? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Oh my god. While standing forward, counter it. Combo damage scaling after counter it has been adjusted 70%. Why did they change that? Wait, was this line supposed to be gray, or were there more changes for Law? Yeah, link scaling? I mean, that's fine. Like, I mean, the thing is, they should have did this in Tekken 7. When while standing forward counter it turned to DSS 3+4/4, right? But changing it in this game? Like, I honestly don't even use countered while standing forward much anyway. Like, you get while standing countered forward DSS forward 1, which is you get fucking hit out of the DSS forward 1 because the frame data has been wrong on it forever in the game. So you get jabbed out of it when you're not supposed to. So going for that is like super jank now. While standing forward DSS countered while standing forward DSS 2. I used to hit a lot before. For whatever reason, I have problems hitting that in Tekken 8, but not in Tekken 7. And then you have while standing forward counter it into DSS 3+4/4, which is still useful, but because it's not a countered launch anymore, I don't even go for it. Like, I used to try to hit that before in Tekken 7, right? Like, it was something I would try to do. But if you flowchart into while standing forward and try to hit it, it's easier, but people react to the flowchart better, right? So just doing instant while standing forward into counter confirm DSS 3+4/4 is always super duper hard. So, like, now that it's not a launcher, it's not even really worth it to go for it. So, yeah, okay, fine. You nerfed it a little bit for some reason. That's I mean, what I mean to say is that's brutal, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna play Law anymore after this. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna join Kuma and Alisa. Yeah. I think that's it. That's it. There we go. Yeah. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Let's move on. Lee. Rage Art. Whatever. Less woofing shit. Forward 3-3-3-3. Adjust the hit continuously even when hitting from behind. Okay. Down back 3+4. Difficult execution attack during heat activation animation. What? Heat activation animation. Heat dash has been addressed. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. Kuma Lisa gang. You can't write it that way. It sounds gross. But yeah, let's go back to law really quick. This back 4-3 change, right? This was a very situational thing where if the opponent is back turned and I'm law, right? And I hit back 4-3 on them, they used to be able to duck out of it and launch punish me for it. So when I was playing in law mirror matches, right, I would do something like back 3, stay back turn or something, or back 4, stay back turn. And if the other law player did back 4-3, I would always just duck out the second hit because it's not guaranteed natural combo on back, and I would launch them for it. And it was actually, I thought, like, cool. I thought that was neat that I knew that in that situation, I could duck out of it. And some people didn't know, so they would just stood there and they took it in their back, right? But now, they made that shit just guaranteed. So, cool. You know? It's a simplification of the game. But I enjoyed the technical depth behind that little mini mind game thing. So this is a nerf? No, it's not a nerf. It's a buff because now it's always going to hit us if you're a law player. But there was just like an extra layer of counterplay that was there that existed before if you were knowledgeable, right? So all this actually did is lower the skill ceiling required in the game, you know? Because before, any scrub would just, you know... Well, now any scrub can just get hit in the back and it's fine. But before, if you were a top tier player and you knew, right, you would duck out of that shit and you would launch him for it. So, you know, the ceiling has changed. That's all. Another page done. You don't understand this war. I don't understand this war on law. Oh, man. I'm so happy I'm not a competitor anymore. I can't believe this while standing 4 change. That's bullshit, man. What am I going to do now? Holy shit, there's a lot of changes here. All right. Page 5 out of 6. Leo, down back 2-4. Expanded her... Oh, wait. You know, hold on, man. Hold on. Wait, fucking... Let's look at this damn change again. Can we just talk about this really fast? Law while standing 4. Combo damage scaling after counter adjusted to 70%. So what they did was, they've nerfed the link that you get from it, right? Law's while standing 4 sucks anyway. It never does a lot of damage. Compare Law's while standing 4 damage to like King's while standing 4 damage. Like dead serious. And I'm only bringing this up because somebody made that joke about what Majin said about this war on King, and they made that joke about war on Law, whatever. Law's while standing 4 sucks, right? In terms of damage, right? And so having those links is what made it better. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, cool. You got you hit confirmed, a counter it into an execution link, and you got damage scale for that. Fantastic. Thanks for having execution. Now I'm actually starting to get upset about it. When I thought about it that way, it made me a little bit more upset. Realistically, I don't even go for it anymore because that shit's whack now with the way the DSS change has been, where I can't do while standing for DSS forward 1. Like I think I showed you guys, right? Where I have to like delay it for it to beat jabs now. So yeah. While standing 4 cross 4 combos did hurt though. That doesn't change this, Gio. That's not the same as it. That's still gonna hurt just the same. This is more just for the counter it confirm links, right? Unless if I'm reading that shit wrong, that'd be crazy. Yeah, after countered only. Yeah, so it's not gonna hurt the flip kick combos. If they hurt the while standing 4 damage in general after it's already one of the lowest while standing 4 damages, yeah, fuck that, dude. Then Law would be like Steve and actually be dead and shit. All right. Leo. Down back 2-4. Hold on, man. Wait, can we talk about Law again? You know, the... While standing 4 only counter it into DSS, right? It only counter it into DSS. So you can't confirm otherwise. So what they should do is fix the Law while standing 4 counter it into DSS forward 1. It should be a bug fix. Look at the frame data that the game is showing you. That should be a bug fix. It should beat a jab. You shouldn't have to delay DSS forward 1 off DSS to crush a jab. That's all I'm asking for. Like, just bug fix while standing forward counter DSS forward 1. I don't care about your scaling, whatever. Just let me use the fucking thing like it's intended to be used. Anyways. Moving on. 1.05. Law fix, please. Leo down back 2-4. Expanded hurt box. Alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Okay, AOP shit, I guess. Up forward 4. Easy to hit opponent to the low position. Alright, whatever. Leo don't matter. Can you do while standing forward in DSS 1+2? I've never tried it. Numbers suggest it should work, but it don't link. Yeah, they gotta fix all those things. That would be cool. Leroy. Here we go. This is a big one. Not AOP shit. Leo would duck under some moves. Leo would duck under some moves? Expand hurt box. Alleviating situation. Sun attacks would whiff. I got you. You're right. I read it backwards. Leo don't matter. Bros hate my main so much. No, I'm saying, look, they only gave it 2 changes, and all they were hurt box and collision detection stuff. There's no actual balance change like, oh, this move was too good and that move was too good and the links for this were doing too much damage. There's nothing. It's just like, hey, shit wasn't working quite right, hitting it, so we made him hit it correctly. That's it. So that's the developers hating on your main, not me. Can I turn on night mode? I wish. I can't even highlight things because this is just a picture, bro. Balance direction, Leroy. Based on overall direction 1.4, enhancements and command additions made to new techniques in Tekken 8, improving performance of Wing Chun style rapid strikes and pairing techniques. Oh, Leroy's unique characteristics have been expanded to excel in both offense and defense. This is exciting. Okay. All right. New move? Size to 1+2. Chain punch seed. During nimble shift. Is it a new stance? 1+2 can now also be performed from standard side steps? Does this mean he has moved in Hermit stance before? Now it's just his sidestep move? Whoa. I see. So Hermit stance 1+2 is now sidestep 1+2 too. Okay. Heat smash. Damage increased. All right, we love to see it.
Mr. President, it's been an honor.
Number one thing I've been asking for from Tekken 8. More damage on heat smashes. Rage art, tracking ability, adjusted, blah, blah, blah. Fast multi-hit attack, such as chain punch. Change to recover remaining heat time by 60 frames on hit. Whoa. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Because he has some punishes, right? Like, can't you like 14 frame punish? Which is like 1+2, and then if you hit it, you get an extra second of heat time to do it again to chip him. That sounds cool. And then 1+2, 1. Adjusted to ensure that remaining heat time does not reach 0 while performing attacks. This change aims to prevent situations where the heat state ends while executing an attack and the player is unable to transition to heat dash. What? That sounds cheap. So now you can be like, oh damn, I'm about to run out of time. Well, instead of doing my heat smash randomly, I can just go 1+2 and then still heat dash after the timer runs out, essentially. You need like 40+% heat time because 1+2 took heat too. Yeah, because it's a heat move, right? Because it does extra chip damage. But now that means that you can do extra chip damage into heat dash to do extra chip damage. You know, so now it's like a double extra chip damage when you have no heat timer left. Which sounds kind of interesting, let's say. You know, I wanted to call it a different word, but I'll say interesting. 1+2. 1/1+2. Opponent's recovery time on block is increased by 4 frames. Whoa. Okay. Holy shit, there's so much. 1+2, 1+2. Recovery time been reduced by 4 frames. Recovery time has been reduced by 7 frames. What? What the hell? Forward 3, 1+2. Opponent's recovery time on block increased by 4 frames. Second, it cannot be avoided by crouching when the first hit lands. So this is his knee into punches. Wow. Second, it cannot be avoided by crouching when the first hit lands. When they say land, does that mean on block or on hit? Because it sounds like it jails now. Yeah, I don't think we know. I don't think we know what that means. It sounds like that means jail to me, but we'll see. If that jails, that's
Mr. President,
good.
It's been an honor.
Down forward 1, 1+2 recovery time reduced by 4 frames. Yeah. Twin Dragon Gate. Time with opponent gate. Oh, back to parry. Upon successfully parrying the opponent's attack, recoverable gauge now replenishes by 3. Oh, so you get health back for parries. Oh. That's okay. Perfect parry, you get 5 recoverable health back. That's not the issue with this parry. The issue with this parry is that it's too fucking slow now. Whatever. Thank you very much. Tensai with the prime. And then after the parry, the punch follow-up. Damage for the final attack has been changed from 10 to 15. Opponent behavior on hit has been altered to induce wall stun. What? Wall stun is wall crush, right? It was slowed down by 3 frames in going from Tekken 7 to 8. So after superior twin dragon gate succeed, damage final attack changed from 10 to 15. Same thing. Okay. Wait, opponent behavior of the opponent on hit has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks? Oh, that's not the same thing. So now when you get a perfect parry, you get more damage, and it allows you to do links afterward, it sounds like. That's really good. Yeah, it sounds like you... I mean, the way this usually goes is that you get like a 14-frame follow-up, right? So that sounds really good to get perfect parries. And since the parry is hard to use, it is kind of like a nice reward, but it does sound kind of busted. Back 3, that's his new back 3. It's not the old jumping one. It's like the standing, homing, high thing. Damage buff from 20 to 27. Frame advantage on block. +8 to +9. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed to master behavior on counter hit. What? That's good. Doesn't that mean he gets like a free Hermit 4 1+2 or something? On regular hit now? Am I understanding that correctly? That sounds pretty fucking good. Oh yeah, and Hermit 1+2 1+2. Yeah, I mean it's good either way. That's really good. Down forward 1 1+2 2. Down back 1+2. Up back 2. Hermit 1. Tracking capability after a successful parry has been enhanced. Mitigating because of whiffing certain situations. Sounds like a good change. Hermit 1+2. Forward with the first has been increased. Forward move to the first has been increased? That's kind of crazy too. I think about it, that's a new move, yeah. Opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted. And the recovery frames on block have been increased by 7 frames. Increased opponent's recovery by 8 frames on hit. That's all good. Like, there was no nerfs to this character. Like, everything is just buffed. That's crazy. And then what's the last one? Cane moves. Tracking upon contact attack has been improved. Reducing because of whiffing midway through. Okay. 1.05 will be June. 1.04 is the one coming up May 8th. But the next patch, 1.05, they said June. But Leroy is buffed the fuck up. This is, I mean, like, I'm thinking about Breadman at ATL, and he's gonna have a good time with this shit. This is
Mr.
huge.
President, it's been an honor.
Time to be a Leroy main. I mean, I was already using Leroy anyway, right? He's not actually that different if you were coming from Tekken 7, and now it's like you just do the same shit except everything's better. And if forward 3 1+2 is actually jailing, that's cheap. Return to 7 Leroy top 8? Nah, we still got Lilies out here, see? What did they change? Heat smash. Issue where back facing opponent 1 resulted in block continuing has been fixed. For a heat smash? I don't know what that means, but okay. Something's fixed. While standing 1, 2, 4. Expanded hurt box. Alleviating situation certain attacks would whiff. Okay, so she's fine. They need to nerf her. I actually can't believe that this character didn't get nerfed at all. Like in SoCal, we have so many when I play on ranked, and then of course Chicken just won Evo Japan. So, yeah, this character needs some adjustment. Paul heat smash, tracking adjusted, prevented from tracking both sides of the first hit. That's a good change. Demo Man, tracking both the second hit has been enhanced exclusively when the first hit connects, so it doesn't whiff as much. So that's it's more of a bug fix. Raven heat smash, expand hurt box, so it's just more consistent. That's fine. All these other moves, tracking cable to second has been enhanced exclusively when the first hit connects, alleviating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. That sounds like bug fixes. More consistency. While standing 4, hitbox enlarged, so it doesn't whiff on certain things. So Raven is more hitbox consistency changes, similar to Paul's changes actually. So all 3 of these characters actually were similar to that. Reina, heat smash, adjust collision and tracking ability, reduce the occurrence of slipping through opponent close range, lower tracking ability of first hit, prevents second hit from tracking opponent steps to first hit. Sounds like solid changes. Rage art, forward movement when absorbed total attack has been increased. So hopefully that makes it more consistent. That sounds good. Mitigate situations certain counterattacks could whiff when evading by crouching. So just bug fix. That's good. Steve Fox. Yeah, knowing if the Reina 442 is interesting. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean Raven is fine. Paul, I think Paul is fine. Like it didn't seem like he needed changes really. He's a strong character regardless. Lili, I felt like she probably needed some changes. Reina, I thought for sure needed changes. The fact they didn't touch her at all is like a little shocking. Where's that Mazin tweet? I'm just trying to check if Reina was on their list. I'll fucking check it later. It's fine. It's fine. And then let's see. Steve Fox. Adjustment made to improve performance of techniques related to technique feature Lionheart. The focus on enhancing offense, making it easier to maintain pressure. L4-2 serves as one of Steve's few aerial combo starting techniques. Limited reach often restricted its effectiveness. Address this forward movement has been increased to create more opportunities for initiating aerial combos. Damn, is it my time to be a Steve main?
It's been an honor.
Give me an orbital, bruh. Is Reina even good in Evo? Ulsan said he's gonna be a Reina main now, so I would hold that question for a couple months, and then let's see. The list for next patch is Victor, Lili, King, Paul, and Yoshi. So Reina's not on that list either, huh? Damn. Steve heat smash, damage from 45 to 50. Perfect. I need a heat smash to do more damage. That's what we're all asking for. Rage arts, hitbox is expanded upward. Sure, whatever. Rage art consistency. 1+2. Distance from the opponent was reduced when the first hit is blocked in order to alleviate whiffing midway through. That's like a decent change. It's not a crazy one. Down back 3-2. Back 1-2. Up forward 3-2. So it's all about that punch. Right? Let's see. Recovery time inflicted on the opponent on hit increased by 1 frame. Change made considering that opponent's power crush made it easier to defend against pressure from Lionheart. That sounds like a really good change because all I heard from people is like just power crush the Lionheart follow-ups. So now you can't, which means that he should be way better. Up forward 2, forward movement increased. That's what they said. While rising 1-1 phenomenon where the opponent could unnaturally duck, quickly crouch. So CL 1.5 shit. Otherwise it's jailing. Because I know Gilkey likes sharing that. We'll see what it is. During spin forward, issue where peekaboo is inadvertently deactivated on certain conditions has been fixed. Is this the plink situation where you could cancel stance? That's not the plink situation. So what's this one? Albatross to peekaboo bug. Been around since 6. Wow. Was this bug something that was useful? Oh, okay. So that's fine then. That's a good fix then. Cool. Ducking 1+2. Stop at 7 was adjusted to match the animation, alleviating in case it would combos with whiff in certain situations. That sounds like a good buff too. Lionheart nerf. Unintended ability to transition to peekaboo or ducking through specific inputs is corrected. Oh, so this is probably the one, right? 2-decade bug fixed. I'm assuming this is the one, right? I saw someone on Twitter say something about the plinking transition. So Locke could do DSS into run up grab by like rolling the 2 into the 3. So Steve had an ability to transition into peekaboo or ducking transition into peekaboo from Lionheart with like a plink input, and now that's been corrected, so they took it out. Kind of sad to see it go. Yeah. Tech on was kind of ass anyways. Yeah, but it's just like cool to have stuff like that, little things like that that are like weird. So they're like treating those as like bugs that need to be removed from the game. And then Lionheart 1+2 start with attack has been changed from 2021 to 1819. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been modified to enable potential aerial combos. Wait, what? Hey, wait, which one is Lionheart 1+2? Is that the guard break? Or is that something else? You know, Steve players that are pissed since they were learning that. That is the guard break. So now the guard break can enable potential aerial combos? Huh? That sounds like a huge buff. Well, I don't... Where are the Steve army tweets now? Where's all the Steve is dead tweets now? They're all just silent and shit, smiling and giggling. Fucking Steve bitches. Anyways. Shaheen. Forward 3+4. Back 3+4. The issue where a different attack was being executed when performing inputs, transitioning to other directional inputs. Clearly he needed it, bro. Yeah. Did you guys notice this? The Steven Grand Finals of Evo Japan? I noticed it. Better give that character a bunch of buffs. You know, it's the issue where, okay, let's see. Shaheen. The issue where a different attack was being executed when performing inputs, transitioning through other directional inputs, blah blah blah, has been resolved. Sure. Bug fixes. These are all bug fixes actually. Angle at which throws can be executed has been expanded. Slightly off axis, whatever, even. Collision detection on his guard break thing. It's so weird that he even has a charged input. You think they're bringing in like Guile or some shit? That would be crazy, man. Is this why they're getting us used to charge down up inputs? Bring in Chun-Li. Oh, man. So, yeah, this is a bug fix, too. Okay, so Steve is stupidly buffed for no reason. Big mistake, in my opinion. Reina, not nerfed at all. Surprising, but not surprising. Lili, not nerfed, surprising. Leroy, hella buffed. Not surprising, but very cool to see. We'll see how it actually plays out. The parry follow-up, the perfect parry follow-up is very cool. I like that one a lot because it's not easy to get a perfect parry. And the fact that now you can get that and get rewarded for that is pretty good. But all of his rapid punch stuff sounds crazy. The heat change one with the heat dash, even when you're at like no heat timer left, essentially, sounds super buff. Because he's basically gonna mad chip into heat dash for more chip, and that's gonna be kind of more worth than even going for a heat smash randomly. So pretty cool. Pretty cool for Leroy. All right, do we have time to do the last one? We have to do it in 10 minutes. And then we got to go to ATL for ATL, of course. Last one. I don't think we can do it. Xiaoyu. Oh, man, we can't do this. There's 3 characters. Maybe we can do it. Let's rush through it. Xiaoyu is a character who excels in defensive strategy, utilizing evasive properties of Phoenix. Offensive capabilities are enhanced during heat, compensating for the usually lacking offensive aspect. Nevertheless, to address issues with overwhelming combo damage and dominance of our Hypnotist mix-up game, slight adjustment made to temper these aspects. During heat, forward 2-1-2 and blah blah. Damage changed from 20 to 20. Position of attack hitbox adjusted to prevent attacks from hitting opponent from behind you in Ukemi. Opponent stayed when blocking, changed from crouching to standing. Okay. Oh. During heat, back turn heat smash. Unintended setting of jump stats after attack has been corrected. It's a minor nerf. This is basically a bug fix. Forward 3, forward movement before the attack and hitbox size have been increased, primarily stabilized behavior when using aerial combos. Sounds okay. Nerf to up back 4 in terms of damage. While standing 2. Recovery time reduced by 1 frame. Interesting. Back turn 2-1. Track ability after first attack on hit or block has been enhanced to alleviate instances of attacks whiffing midway through. That seems like it's not a big deal. Hypnotist 2, consumption of heat time remained changed from 180 to 240. So this... that's so stupid. Hypnotist 3, hurt box, expand to make it easier to land, even with high hitting attacks. Recovery time increased by 1 frame. So, Hypnotist 3, does that mean it's minus 13 now? At least Kazuya can launch it. Oh, man. And then special style, who cares? All right. Yoshimitsu 1-1. Collision detection. And honestly, Xiaoyu seems buff as hell still. Like, this remaining heat time change is, like, minor. And then Hypnotist 3, I hope that's minus 13 now. But, yeah. Overall, she's roughly the same. 1-1 collision detection. Hitbox has been adjusted to alleviate a situation where the attack may whiff in certain circumstances. Bug fix. Down forward 1+4. What the hell is down forward 1+4 with Yoshi? Timing with it. Archer's jump stats was inconsistent. This has been corrected. Bug fix regardless. Back 2-2. That's a CD1 shortcut. Oh, I see. ATL is soon, man. 15 minutes. Back to 2. Hitbox expanded to alleviate situations where the attack may whiff. I don't know back to 2 was ever whiffing. Running 3. Or sword sweep. Hitbox around main body has been expanded to alleviate issues of whiffing at close range. Whoa, weird. Does not affect attack's reach. Bug fix, really. More consistency. While standing 1-2, down back 2. In specific situations, third hit was landing as a consecutive hit after the second hit has been corrected. Okay. No sword stance, back 1+2. I'm pretty sure that is. Certain behavior resulted in it instead of something else. So it sounds like a plinking situation like Steve's one. Dragonfly 4. Certain situations, anticipate tactics were not working as intended. Move status changed to treat it as jump until landing. Alteration allows character to evade low attacks and special low attacks from the opponent. Sounds like a good buff. I don't know that he needed any buffs, but okay. Heat state visual effect. Issue in certain in specific circumstances where only the aura affect the blade will persist has been addressed. So bug fixes. Mainly bug fixes for Yoshi. Nothing crazy there. And then Zafina. Adjustments to improve performance of moves new to Tekken 8 and expand the variety of offensive options. In particular, adjustments made to Tarantula stance down forward 1 to make it more effective. We have depleted opponent's health through chip damage, aligning with Zafina's concept of applying pressure to the opponent using Azazel's power. That's her concept. Okay. Rage down forward 1+2. Rage art, forward momentum, alleviate issues of whiffing, hitbox upwards, alleviate instances of attack would miss. So standard heat and scarecrow stance 2+3. So that's her heat smash. Expanded hurt box, same shit. 1-4. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been modified and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 frames to +22 frames. I saw this on Twitter. That shit's crazy. So this is the one where she does some shit and she like flips backwards, right? Facilitated offense after landing an attack. The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced. Facilitated offense after landing an attack. The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced. Okay. The behavior of the opponent on block has been modified. Decreasing distance opponent of attack is blocked. It sounds like crazy for the +2 to +22. But whatever.
Mr. President.
It means you probably get something effed up on their back with 14. Oh, with 14. With 1-4. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, with 14. Forward 1+2. Even if the side connect moves are now corrected to hit continuously. Similar to a hit in the front. More of a bug fix. Down 3. Opponent's behavior on hit is changed. A frame advantage has been changed from +2 to +5. Additionally, frame advantage upon hitting the opponent when transitioning into Mantis. With down 3 down. As we adjust from +4 to +7. Sounds like a solid buff for her. Running 3. Adjusted collision detection. Reduce occurrence of whiffing. It's a weird running 3 anyway. Running 1+2. Change to a homing attack. Running attack. Bro, stop it. Adjust the starter frames from 23 to 20. So it's faster now too. It's just funny to me just to think about like, hey, what's one of the biggest issues people have been complaining about since Tekken 8's launch? Azucena. She had a running move. That was pretty good. Oh shit, hey. Let's make Asuka have a homing high attack that's a counter tornado launcher and shit. Oh yeah, cool. What about Zafina? Let's make hers a running attack and make it a homing move. Yeah. Good idea. And let's make it start faster too. Beautiful. And we made that change to Tekken 8, right? Where running moves are easier to do. Perfect. Reduce the recovery frames by 3 frames. Of course.
Mr. President.
Modified opponents' behavior on block, increasing frame advantage from +7 to +8. Modified opponent's behavior on block. Okay, so more frame advantage. It's just buffed in every way. Increase hurt box to alleviate certain counterattacks whipping after the crouching attack. Increase hurt box to alleviate certain counterattacks whiffing after crouching attack. So it's easier to punish, hopefully. Which you'd better be after all these other changes. Alters Zafina state after attack, fixing issues where she was immune to low attacks. Yeah. Immune to low attack sounds crazy. Scarecrow 4. Hitbox expanded downward, alleviating situation where it occasionally whiff under certain circumstances. Bug fix. Tarantula down forward 1. Which one's Tarantula down forward 1, chat? Better facilitates Zafina's characteristics down technique of applying pressure to opponents using moves imbued with Azazel power. Behavior of the opponent on block changed from -7 to +6. Is Tarantula down forward 1 the... Oh, it's a new move. Oh, that move is hella good, isn't it? Wasn't it already hella good? I never know. I guess I never knew it was -7. I always thought it was +6 anyway. I just felt like I didn't know what the hell the frame data was. To make it easier to apply pressure at the opponent blocks attack, the distance from the opponent is reduced when blocked. I see. Yeah, that move I always thought was plus. So the fact that it was -7 is crazy to me. Like, oh, so it was always my turn. I just didn't know. So now it's actually what I thought it was. So I guess visually it makes sense to what it was to me. So there we have it. I mean, I think Zafina, solid buffs. Yoshi, not really much. Xiaoyu survived for no reason. Who else got crazy out here? Shaheen basically bug fixes. Steve got buffed for no reason because people, and by people I mean Steve Foxes are bitches. And by Steve Fox I mean Steve Fox players, of course. Reina, no nerfs is kind of crazy. Raven, nothing. Paul, nothing. Lili, minor is like whatever too. Leroy, big buffs. Necessary. Leo, kind of nothing. Lee, kind of nothing. Law, more or less the same. They just all ask about Law is fix the while standing forward DSS forward one so that it actually beats jabs because its frame data makes no sense, and it should make sense at least. So make the frame data make sense or make it work correctly so I don't have to delay the DSS forward one after while standing forward counter hit. Lars, whatever. Kuma Panda, craziest change out of the whole thing for me was giving Kuma recoverable gauge extinguisher. That's wild. King, minor nerf to the heat smash. Otherwise, more or less the same. Kazuya, more or less the same. June, I thought was dead based off Twitter reactions, but she's totally fine. They changed some of her. She changed it so now she actually loses some health instead of like having it always be recoverable. But whatever, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. The rest of her stuff is still good. Jack back to hitting lower is interesting. While standing forward, more damage, or no, sorry, more range. And then Gamma Howl getting timer back on the heat is also interesting. We'll see how that plays out. And the Gamma Howl 1 being safe on block always now is a good change for him. Hwoarang's not touched because Nakatsu plays that character. Feng Wei, the heat 3+4 change is kind of a big deal, but we'll see how big it is actually when we get to play it. And full crowd down for 4, getting buffed in terms of the first hit damage is kind of wild, although it also has a little bit more recovery. I think they should just go back to having a guard stun, dude. Like, honestly, if you're gonna buff the damage, give it guard stun again. Parries were slowed down a little bit, not a big deal. Small damage changes and aerial combo changes, but I think overall Fang is pretty much fine. Eddy, banana 1, handstand 1 gives him enough frame data now. Going for +5 to +6 that he can go into relax and mess you up. So it's a good change for Eddy. Dragunov nerfs are solid for his combo damage in general, but I am scared about down back 3+4, and I don't think that they did enough with it. It should have been slower startup or less damage, and they did neither of those things to it. So still gonna be very good. Devils in Heat Smash nerf primarily. Bryan, not many changes there, right? Except that Snake Eyes string is like more useful now. And then down 2-2, I want to see if that's actually jailing or not on hit. Rage Drive. Heat Smash, better for him now too. Roughly the same otherwise, I think. Azucena, biggest nerfs across the board. Jab range, standing 2 change, etc, etc. Running 3-2 change is big. Down by 3, down by 4 changes. Down by 3 buffed, standing low. Down by 4, high crush low is going to be the big difference there. But the 1-3-2 change going to only +2 is pretty rough for her, I think. But I think the character was expected to get nerfed, and now you have nothing to complain about, really. She's nerfed. Asuka, biggest changes, biggest buffs, kind of stupid. The running 1+2 change is kind of insane. And then even the destabilizer 4 over -18, -14 is kind of crazy too. So I don't know. The running change for Asuka is probably the bigger one to pay attention to going forward. Alisa not getting nerfs is also kind of crazy. Yeah, cheap character, bro. Cheap character. The rest of it, common changes are pretty straightforward. The counter throw one is probably the big one. And then also the character unique launching throws being 14 frames now. Those are probably the 2 big changes that they made across the board. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And then we'll see how things play out, and we'll wait for the next patch. So that's it. That's going to be coming up May 8th. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Check it out. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/levelupyourgame. I will catch you guys next time. Boom. I mean, boom.